Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Town Showdown from MinnMax. MinnMax is a place about games, friends, getting better, and going places. My name is Ben Hanson, joined by Leo Vader.
Yes.
Joined by Kelsey Lewin.
Take me somewhere cool.
Going somewhere cool with Jacob Geller.
Where in the world is MinnMax Community Meetup?
Where in the U.S.? Where in North Dakota? We could really narrow this down. We're also joined by Haley MacLean.
V.
What this is. You're probably wondering what this is. We're here to tell you what this is.
What this is?
What this is. Here is what this is. This is MinnMax's big community meetup, everybody. This September, to celebrate 5 years of MinnMax existing. If we can make it to September, fingers crossed, everyone be cool. If we make it to September, the idea is we are going to fly out as many people that want to go from MinnMax to somewhere in the United States. Continental United States, no Alaska, no Hawaii, no freak states. So somewhere within the United States, we are going to hold the big MinnMax community meetup. And if somebody from the community, if you in the MinnMax community want to come out there and meet us, we'll relay the exact location, how this is all going, because this is the location of the big 5-year anniversary community meetup here for MinnMax. But to make it more interesting, what is it going to be? Haley being like, hey, I want to go to Kansas. I want to go to Coffeeville, Kansas, and be like, oh,
I love
Haley.
Wizard of Oz. I want to go to Kansas.
We couldn't possibly do
Cool.
it. So instead, what we did is we went on Patreon and we said, hey, all you Patreon supporters, how about you tell us where you want to go and where we should host the big community meetup. Pitch your hometown for the community meetup. Now, I'm steering towards a preference of wanting a smaller location than a bigger, but there's nothing in the rule books that says it can't be LA. But it's not going to be LA because we're going to have a small community meetup in June in LA. So that one is right off the list. A lot of people are suggesting Minnesota. We've had like 6 community meetups so far in Minnesota, so that's not going to be the case. But here's how this is going to work. For the purpose of this video is we're trying to whittle this list down to a handful of good options. And then we are going to let Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's, they're going to vote for the place that we're flying out to for the final call. And I think we'll do a little description, try and make the case for all these different areas, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. So what I have on the left-hand side of the screen, as you can see, is I just copied and pasted all of the comments of people pitching a town, their hometown, for this community meetup. Now, there's only 71 pages of pitches to get through, so I hope everyone's really cozy and ready to go here. All right, Leafeon says Philadelphia. Beautiful city of brotherly love. For the Northeasterners, we got Independence Square, Old City for history, good old genuine cheesesteaks, Reading Terminal Market, the Philly Art Museum, yep, our barcade. It's also got a great central location. Pretty equidistant from New York, Pittsburgh, DC, Baltimore, etc. That is true. Now, how would you all like to do this? Because we can rule out some of these immediately, right, as being not an option. Do we stack some of these as better than others? Because I think we're going to want to not be mean, but we're going to have to trim out a lot of these.
Yeah, do we want to maybe just like highlight? It's really hard with the first one because it's like we don't even know where the kind of bar is for interest.
Right.
But of being like, okay, we'll highlight the ones we like and then return to those after we go through all of them. But I don't know.
Will you do different like shades of highlighting? Like we'll highlight for like big excitement is a certain color and like medium is another color.
Okay, yeah, we'll go off the range. So this is the lowest, this pink here. And then the bright red. So I'd put Philly, personally, it's somewhere in the blues. It seems fine.
Okay.
It seems fine as an option. I would like something smaller, more interesting. Not that Philly isn't interesting. I love Philadelphia.
I like the region, though. Have we done a meetup in the Northeast?
Yeah, I do like that area of the world in general.
Northeast will be chill.
Yeah, so
Sounds great to
technically,
me.
we've done a bunch of meetups in Minnesota.
To Philly. Send it.
It's done.
Sorry, 73 other pages.
You should have gotten here first, or put yours at the top.
I do think that is something that could really help us whittle this down. Is like we've had so many meetups in Minnesota. We had the one in Seattle for the 4th anniversary. We did San Francisco for GDC. So if we just kind of axe this entire swath of the country in these, That's
I mean,
I'm
you
cool
want
with
the
that,
former
'cause, like-
Confederacy, where I live.
yeah, exactly.
Because like we'll do Minnesota again. Obviously, there will almost certainly be other California ones, and I assume there'll be another Seattle one at some point. I mean, you
I
guys
would think
come for
so.
PAX or something, so yeah, just screw those for the purposes of this kind of meetup, right?
Yeah, but then again, if someone pitches like, like a Montana or Wyoming, I'm listening.
That's different.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's not-
South is
that's not the
South
same.
Yep.
Is
I'm
also
saying-
on the table. I feel like
South
right?
on the table.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm saying just screw literally Seattle, Minnesota, and maybe
And
like
California.
most of California.
Let's just say all of California. Let's be safe. Yeah, it's got to go. In Oregon, you really pressure's on, buddy. Is all I got to say about you over there. You freaks up there in Oregon. Philip Reeves says, to build on this, is that a reply maybe to Leafeon's thing?
Probably.
There's a quaint town right next to Glendale called Atwater Village with a really good brewery.
This is in L.A.
Yeah.
Atwater Village.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get rid of that. Sorry for my
Abandoned
confusion.
Zoo is a good pitch, though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, can we just have the community meetup in an abandoned
Hang on.
zoo wherever we go?
It has an abandoned zoo. Damn it, that does sound really good. But okay, sorry, no LA.
God damn it.
Some other small town but have an abandoned zoo.
Okay, I searched zoo in the doc and there's 14 more results. So
Are you
No.
serious?
One of those has to be abandoned.
Those can't all be real zoos.
There's 93 bars. What about museum? There's 59 museums.
Okay.
Oh, we got some stuff to go through.
This is gonna be great. Tom Blackburn from Erie, Pennsylvania. Wait, okay, it's equidistant from 3 major. So the pitch is for Erie, Pennsylvania. Equidistant from 3 major Northeast cities. Yeah, just should we just read the full descriptions for these? I guess we need to, right? There are
I
plenty of
guess
free
edit.
things to do,
Preferably.
including a state park made up of 11 beaches with free admission. There are microbreweries all over the place, more bars per capita than most of the country. We literally have run out of liquor licenses, so a venue will be easy to find. There's also an old-timer amusement park and indoor and outdoor water parks, both worth checking out.
Old timer amusement park. Is that only senior citizens may go to this amusement park, or did they mean old timey?
Unclear. We'll find out once we go there.
Unclear.
I think. Yeah.
Well, the Whitethorn Games is interesting. We could do something with if there's a game publisher there. We'd probably want to get a picture together or something, right?
Right. Yeah, I think that'd be an
And
opportunity.
I just looked up, they do have a minor league baseball team, the Erie Seawolves.
Now that's a plus. That's a
What
plus.
a great name.
That is a good name. Sea wolves.
Yeah, they're like pirate wolves. This is a great
That's-
mascot.
The best mascot I've ever heard of.
Yeah, it's a wolf with an eye patch, and he's got like a pirate sword bat combo. It's like the hilt of a pirate sword, but it's a baseball
How
bat.
long does how long does the minor league season go? Are they still kicking in September?
Ooh, maybe not all the way to September.
Okay. But
I'm gonna look that up.
I bet the diamond would be free then for us to go wander around and have our meetup on the actual
Do you
baseball
think
diamond.
how baseball stadiums work, Ben? As if they're not playing baseball, just anyone is free to like go in and hang
I
out there.
think it would all work out fine.
Yeah, just hang out on the field. Yeah,
they
why
doing?
not?
I put that as like a light orange. That sounds cool. And I looked it up,
Yeah.
Erie, Pennsylvania here, and it's just the default picture is just an old rickety pirate boat for Erie, Pennsylvania, which sounds pretty sweet.
Oh, that's cool.
I'd recommend you all have Google Maps open on your home, or you just watch the Twitch stream and you can see all this. So we can share on those images there. Matthew Angeli says Claremont, Florida.
It does go into September, by the way.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, Walt Disney World, 30 to 45 minutes away.
Nope.
Greater Orlando area, so he's
That's
flying
the
to his-
only fun thing.
And I don't find Disney World fun on a personal level.
That's
Okay.
so fair.
Now, I've never been, but there's a great public lakefront park with nearby restaurants, breweries, plus Walt Disney World is 30 to 45 minutes away. That seems okay. Claremont, Florida.
My nan lives near there, so I could co-op the trip to visit my nanny.
Why co-op?
honest?
That feels like it could be the trip.
We could just all go visit my nan.
Yeah.
Lit.
Nan's house takeover.
Trek to
I mean,
Nan.
statistically, there are probably at least 400 MinnMax grandmas that live somewhere in the vicinity
true.
of that place.
That's true. My grandma's no longer in Florida, but she was.
Mine too.
We get them all to meet up.
Oh, then we don't even have to go.
MinnMax and Annie meetup.
Veltus writes in, I'm sure someone can make a better case than I can, but Philadelphia, look, someone already made the case.
Yes,
we got
there
it. We got it, Veltus.
Museums, public transit, good. Liberty Bell, sure.
That all sounds great. Jeff Kistel says Minneapolis. Come on. Sticer says Minneapolis. Come on, y'all. All right. Owen McCarter says Denver, Colorado. Very big airport that has flights to and from all over the country, as well as being a very central part of the country. That's true. It's quite easy to get to. Rocky Mountains nearby. Yeah. Beautiful hike within 30 minutes of the city. Red Rocks Amphitheater. Yeah. Could we host the meetup at Red Rocks? I think.
I'm sure they're booked.
Yeah. I like Colorado. I wish it was a smaller town, but I'll give this a solid blue for Denver.
Okay.
I would love to go to Denver.
It's an amazing trip. Very walkable city.
Okay.
Which would be good for moving masses of people.
Byron Black says anywhere in Texas. I would love to go to Texas, but I'm going to need a more specific pitch than that, so I'm going to axe that. Sorry, Black.
I don't need to go back to Texas.
Wait, really?
I go plenty. Well, I have family there, so I go plenty. I don't need an additional trip. That's just me, though. That's not like me shooting it down. That's just.
I need a firm pitch on Texas because I have been there a lot as well and do not like it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get me excited about Texas anywhere in Texas.
I was pumped for a Texas option in the poll, but all right. Okay.
Depends on the city.
Depends on the city. Andrew Petz, Madison, Wisconsin. I love it. I'm also going to axe this one too close to Minneapolis. No offense to Madison. I do love Madison. Yep.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wow, is all of Wisconsin getting axed? There is some beautiful options.
I think we should axe Wisconsin. I have other plans for Wisconsin for MinnMax's future, Leo, which I'll talk to you about soon.
Right. Green Bay Packers. We're buying them.
We're going to buy them. Not publicly owned anymore. Carolyn writes in and says, come on down to Asheville, North Carolina. It's a beautiful mountain town with epic scenery, lots of great restaurants and quirkiness galore. September is a little early for leaf peeping. That means you'll miss the big tourist rush.
Now this is a pitch.
It's such a great phrase. I want to use that more in my daily life.
Leaf peeping.
Leaf peeping.
Check out the Biltmore. What's the Biltmore?
Yeah.
The Biltmore is a very big and expensive house that costs a weird amount to go to. So I don't know
Weirdly
how good
high
of a
or
group
weirdly
trip.
low?
No, very high to walk around a very expensive house.
That is like Downton Abbey.
I think it is the biggest house in the United States or something. It's like it's basically like royalty. It's like going to a palace. But not to be the person who lives in North Carolina, but Asheville is cool as hell. I think it would be a great place for a meetup.
It would be really easy for you too. It does seem cool. I've heard great things about Asheville. All right, I will put it down. Jacob, so it's interesting. For your convenience, you're thinking.
I mean, I am happy to travel, but like I've been to Asheville several times, and I always have a great time.
Okay, I think Asheville's like the right size of town. You know that feels right.
Nice.
Let's see. James L says they support that. Somerville, New Jersey says Greg Mecciola. Birthplace of screen legend Lee Van Cleef. Now we're talking. Somerville High School graduate and activist stage and screen legend Paul Robeson. Who's Paul Robeson?
I don't know.
I feel like pitching the celebrities that are from there maybe does not correlate exactly with how fun of a meetup it would be, but yeah, I'm willing to be wrong.
There's something.
Play the cards you got, for sure.
Okay. Since we've got a courthouse, we've also got a great multicultural main street for diversity of food. That seems like a fine to middling pitch. No offense, Greg.
First one, a courthouse, that hurts.
It does.
First thing you mentioned.
I'm giving that a purple. Let's see.
Ouch.
Witty nickname here. They should feel ashamed of what they did. Witty nickname here says, mine's practically cheating, and I'm fine with that. San Marcos, Texas.
Here we go.
Get bent, Leo and Kelsey, they say. It's a beautiful town with some fun in the sun river tubing activity.
Would love to, man.
I will say, so my partner went to college here in San Marcos, Texas. So I wasn't with him at the time, but I have visited that campus, and it's they literally have a river running through campus, and people are just hanging out on tubes all day while
that sounds
in the
sick.
sun. It's like it's pretty cool.
Will it be chilly in September there?
No.
Where we can't. No, still
No,
not.
it will not.
Okay. This looks
Oh, yeah,
like
it's
chaos.
Texas.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let's see. Plus, it's nestled perfectly between San Antonio and Austin, a mere 30 minutes in either direction, which opens about 1,000 more doors for hobnobbing with Austin game dev scene. Touristy stuff like Aloe and Riverwalk. Yeah, that's close to just being an Austin meetup at that point. But it's also it's fun to have it as an option. I do love Austin. Should go without saying the barbecue and breakfast tacos are here beyond compare. Any other region claiming to be putting up strong competition is lying or delusional.
Okay.
That's some Texas confidence right there.
Good claim.
Every ego's
Breakfast
bigger in
tacos are a
Texas.
compelling pitch to me. Like
Absolutely,
that is,
yeah.
that
It's
would
extremely
bump
good.
it up on my.
That's I like that as an option.
Yeah, definitely. I think driving anywhere, 30-minute drive with this many people is kind of a lot. Are we going to like all take lifts or all rent cars? I don't know the logistics of that. I feel like we kind of need to be in the place we're at.
I think you just
Really?
rent a couple
that.
cars between
Yeah.
the few of us, because I mean it's not very far from Austin.
Yeah, I do like it nestled in between San Antonio and Austin there. Let's see. Are y'all on the Google Doc? Does someone else want to read the next one? Leo, want to read the next couple here?
Sure, from Andrea. Not a big city, but Manchester, Connecticut. It's a stone's throw away from Hartford, which is our state's capital, and within an hour and a half of both Boston and New York. Manchester's diverse, tons of great food, Thai food, Guatemalan food, Puerto Rican, a lot of specific restaurant recommendations here. That's great. We had an awesome Ethiopian place a few years ago as well. Okay, I don't know how relevant that is. Hiking trails, great. Case Mountain has the best view in the spring and fall of Hartford and the surrounding area. Wow, a mountain would be super sick.
Got great news for you about Asheville, North Carolina.
All right. It did look beautiful. The photos for Manchester, not selling me, but this is Google's fault. It's not your fault necessarily.
That's cool. Look, there's like a little waterfall thing. The water stuff is very nice.
Yeah, that seems okay. What, you want to be in charge of color in this one?
Do
Liam?
you want? Okay, Ben, you wanted
Yes.
a small town. Do you think there are like hidden small towns that are just like tropical paradises out here
I
that
don't need tropical.
also have 5,000 people in them and are affordable?
If it's yeah, I think so. I do think there are going to be some hidden gems in here for like smaller
And
towns.
what do you think a hidden gem is going to look like?
I'll tell
You
you.
think you're going to like Google
Yeah,
it and it's going to be like,
if it's
welcome.
hidden,
It's the
White
better-
sandy beaches, waterfalls, river tubing, bars. Like, it has to have everything.
Is it too much to ask? I'm just saying the pictures from Manchester are not blowing me away so far, but we'll see.
This is given small. I just dropped down on Google Maps and I'm walking around. This gives the town I envision for you wanting, though, Ben.
Really?
It's just like a little,
Okay.
Yeah, a little cozy town, a lot of brick. There's the high school over there. There's the courthouse.
I'll bring it up.
Good energy.
All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. This is fine. Look, it's not out of the running. There's a lot to comb through. Let's keep flying. Oh, Austin, Texas. I feel like at that point, I'd rather just go to San Marcos. So I'll kill this one with all yours permission. Sorry, but Leo, do you want to keep rolling with him then?
Sure. Do a few more. Travis Manick. If you come up to Blaine, Minnesota, I think we're cutting that, right?
Yep, sorry.
A whole bunch of pinball machines, though. 40 pinball machines. That's cool.
It does sound great. That sounds like a better New Show Plus option, I think, than Community Meetup.
Dylan Caudale's got a lot here for Canal Fulton, Ohio. Good region. I won't lie, there's not much going on here. Like you'd have a city, but there's some fun to be had around. The main attraction is the canal itself. They have an old canal boat on display that you can tour. Even more fun is the canal boat rides. That's sick. Haunted ones around Halloween. The canal boat is pulled by horses. It's hard to picture that.
in the water, on land.
Leave the horses out of it. They have a
I
bar
guess
with
we
a
got to
deck.
go to find out.
Yeah, that overlooks the canal. I love a river walk, anywhere with that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, for a small town, there are 3 toy stores. There used to be a local game shop, but it's shut down. Okay. Barcade.
I'll fix that.
Pinball machines. It'd be great if we went and saved a small town. That would be a good
That's
hook for that.
exactly the vibe that I'm going for. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
MinnMax saves Canal Fulton, Ohio.
Big water park, an hour away from Cleveland.
Okay.
That's fun.
All right. I like that.
I like Ohio very much. I feel like when we were talking about what this might be like, Ohio is the state that repeated in my mind
Interesting.
as a hidden gem potential place.
Charles Hart lives there.
There you go.
Oh.
That's a thing. I'll let you color that one how you see fit there, Leo.
Yeah. I'll do my best with the scale.
Okay. Let's see. Kelsey, you want to start reading some of these?
Sure. From Ryan McGinnis says, listen, come down to Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh, he's the one who bought the Twisted Metal.
Yes, I've
won
met
the
Ryan.
Twisted
Oh,
Metal
wow.
fridge.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
There's Carowinds Amusement Park. Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you could ride some coasters and hit up the wave pool for a yeast infection. Compelling.
Hello.
They've got incredible barbecue, breweries, an NFL stadium to watch the worst team in the league. Excellent. An hour and a half from the largest collection of waterfalls in America.
Do you know where he's referring to? He's referring to Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I feel like we're killing this then, just so we can say.
I do. I really like the idea of a North Carolina thing, but yeah, I'm going to leave it to you, Jacob, to determine which part of.
With absolute respect to Ryan, Charlotte is the least interesting city in this state. It is so
wow.
boring there.
Wow. Okay.
It is a city without character, unfortunately.
All right. On to the next one.
All right, well, Beefcake has another North Carolina pitch.
What?
So he's not going to pitch his hometown because he says there's literally only a gas station, which sounds right up Ben's alley.
I'm listening. Yeah.
But about 2.5 hours from there is a place called Raleigh. Well, those are two different cities.
This is he's working on, like, sorry to be the North Carolina guy.
No,
Raleigh, Durham, that's like an airport classification.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Those are two separate cities.
That's like me saying, come on down to SeaTac.
All right. Sorry, Beefcake. Done.
But
Dead.
I'm into the North Carolina stuff.
Yep. But
I didn't think about barbecue.
yeah.
Much to consider there.
Yeah.
And Cookout, is that the name of your weird
Oh yeah,
place with way too much on the menu?
We got Bojangles. There are some good regional the regional fast food places here.
Nice.
Why is Cookout's menu like that?
Because it was written by an insane genius.
Okay, David.
All right.
Oh my God, this menu is crazy.
All right, I'll keep going. David Tibble says, hello, MinnMax. Allow me to make the case for my hometown, an obscure village called Chicago, Illinois.
If I may,
Never heard of it.
I hate to do it. I'm going to be going to August. We're going to the Final Fantasy VII. In August, we're going to the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth concert in Chicago. So I feel like Chicago's going to get its time in the sun in August from MinnMax.
Wait, hold on. But are you doing a meetup, or are you just saying because Ben Hanson am
Ben
going?
is just going.
We're going to be doing a light travelogue. So I feel like Chicago's going to get it. So I feel like Chicago's going to.
Meetup.
Well, maybe we can do a meetup. I guess I haven't really thought of it. We should probably do a meetup. I think we could do a meetup. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's say we'll do the meetup. So Chicago's out.
All right, Chicago, you're getting one.
We got to trim. We got to trim.
We got to try.
Okay. We got a South Carolina now. Charleston, South Carolina is great in September. It's from Tanner Hoisington. Crowds have largely cleared out of Condé Nast's best small city, 112 out of the last 13 years. Wow.
What?
And weather will be more comfortable for all the beaches, boats, and the rare U.S. walkable city. I'm sold. This is great.
This is a cute little city.
Yeah.
Charleston's great. It's kind of like a it's a big, like, bridesmaids party city, but that actually is kind of a good place to do a community meetup.
Yeah.
That's our vibe.
Yeah.
All right. This seems cool.
They have a French
Janet's
Quarter.
engaged, so
Yeah.
we can.
It's on the water.
Absolutely. Leo, Fort Sumter National Monument.
I can kiss it.
You can kiss Mr. Sumter.
Nice.
All right. Ooh, what a weird layout for that city, too. That's a lot of water. Look at that thing.
That's cool.
All right.
Love that. Love that.
I like this.
I would be so bold as to put that in an orange territory.
That's an orange.
That's
Carolina's
nice
coming in strong here. Congratulations.
Yeah. I would love an excuse to just go to the East Coast. Maybe I'm throwing this a little bit, but I just kind of want to go east.
That's fine. Yeah, we're here to throw it. Okay, James L, we already got you. Okay. Garrett Holfish is making the case for Portland. Jacob, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, Garrett Holfish says Portland, Oregon, also known as Bridge City. If you're looking for a place that's stuffed to the gills with great places to eat, welcome to Portland. I never understood how a small city could have so many restaurants. Pacific Northwest is known for the outdoors. We've got a ton of local hikes that are less than 30 minutes away. Easy access to better hikes, waterfalls, lava tubes. If you're looking for an amusement park, Oaks Park opened in 1905 and has a few rides and a roller rink. It's closer to a state fair. Big up for me, who loves the state fair. They've got arcades. September has a retro gaming expo at the local convention center.
PRGE, it's the biggest one.
Oh, man,
and they're bikeable. I will say, when I was thinking about where I'd like to go, Pacific Northwest is someplace that I've never spent much time. I know that, Kelsey, that is your stomping grounds and whatever, but like, I would be totally down to go somewhere Pacific Northwest.
I also would love to go to Portland. I've always wanted to go there.
Jeez. All right.
I think we should just do an exchange. We should go. We'll pile all of us onto the East Coast and go experience North Carolina, and then pile you guys all over here. You can see Seattle and Portland.
That sounds good. Now, the only ding I have against Portland is, and this is a big maybe, but there's a chance that maybe there's going to be something where Kelsey and I were going to go there. And so maybe we'd have a community meetup there anyway. So it's one of those maybes in a Chicago style way. But look, I've yellowed it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He's yelling it.
It's been yellowed.
Let's see. We've got a short one from White Mex, Brookfield, Illinois, location of the Galloping Ghost Arcade, which is right across the street from a brewery and in the same town as one of the largest zoos in North America.
Zoo!
There we go. Lock it down. We got everything.
Oh, man.
I've been to that arcade. It is so awesome. And I could imagine everybody there for the meetup taking over that arcade. And we'd all fit, and it'd be a lot of mingling opportunities, gathering on games, because it's like you pay $25 and then it's free play for the whole play.
Oh, I love that.
And they have some very rare games in there too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a very cool place.
Now, it is basically Chicago is the thing.
Yes. I went there when I visited Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. We gotta kill something here. I'm gonna bring down the hammer. But it does seem great.
But we're not there, Steve.
Ryan, another pitch for Portland.
Okay, let's just combine it with that
Also
one.
mentions, Next Level Pinball Museum. More stuff that sounds cool with Portland.
Okay, all right. Portland, looking sweet.
Gus Arroyo is just another one for Portland.
Oh, boy.
Andy H says Orlando because Disney. Compelling.
San
Oh,
Marcos,
another one
Texas.
for San Marcos. That's interesting.
Whoa.
Yeah, Mr.
Two
Buttons.
San Marcoses is a.
Okay, I'll move this one up by the other.
Okay, yeah, wait. Cause I wanted to read
Oh, sure.
what was different about this one.
I'm on page 3 now.
The Whitliff Museum. All I know about I don't know if it's that same museum, but I do know that Texas State University, which is what they're talking about here, has like the Mike Judge collection.
Oh, what?
So all of his work and stuff I think it's like at the university, but it might be in a museum at the university.
That's interesting. Haley, do you want to read some of these things?
Sure. I'll go back down. Kansas City, Missouri.
There we go.
From
It's
Gabe.
a good one.
Nearly smack dab in the middle of the United States. Great geographic access. Not a big city. Easy to get where you need to. There's a miniatures museum.
Ooh.
And there's all kinds of little small things. And there's a violin maker shop inside a violin. That sounds cool. Really good barbecue.
that.
Really good ice cream. They have a brisket flavor ice cream. World's largest shuttlecocks. They're huge and located outside the Nelson Alton's Art Museum.
That's compelling.
And proximity to the hometown of Dan Reichert. I bet he'd provide local insights and tales of his upbringing.
He's on it, buddy.
And one of 7 major league ballparks I haven't been to. So this gets bonus points for me.
Okay. Now, all Dan says is how much it sucked and how much he wanted to get out of there. So I don't know if I'm being influenced in this way, but I'm feeling like this is kind of middle of the roadish. But Kelsey, it was just tickling you because of the ballpark thing.
I think this is a great pitch.
Yeah.
Miniatures Museum?
Yeah, Miniatures Museum
Yeah.
does sound good. Okay. All right. I'll bump it up to a yellow.
They have 500,000 population. Is that too much for your vibe, Ben?
Yeah, we got to get that down. If we can get down into the 400s before the time of the meetup, I might consider it, but we'll see.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
I wonder how we'll do that.
Hey, it's for Kansas City to figure out.
Million.
All right, not bad.
We got Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay, hang on, stop. They make a great pitch for this. There's a lot going on here. How are we feeling about just us gut reaction to doing this in Las Vegas?
I always wanted to go.
Okay.
I have always wanted to go.
Ooh.
It does.
No,
it
thank
does
you for
feel
me,
like
but-
it kind of defeats the point of this
I agree.
particular
Messaging behind
thing.
what we've been doing.
I agree.
The whole point of this.
I agree.
Also, it's very expensive. Having been to
Yes.
Las Vegas recently, it's like gone are the days when Las Vegas was like a cheap, fun vacation.
Now, chat does bring up a great point, which is it got that sphere.
Yeah,
That is
y'all
the
were
greatest
talking
very
about the
affordable.
Sphere last year.
Just
We
think,
could destroy it. There could be enough of
The
us.
sphere entry to
roll
the
it away.
sphere is like $150, which is insane. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna axe it, even though Bobby Yaga did a great write up. I'm sure it's wonderful. It's on the Patreon page if anyone wants to read all of this. But sorry,
Thank you.
Nashville. Oh, sorry. Haley, I'll let you read this one if you want to keep rolling.
Oh, sure. Nashville. Dodd Strong says, Nashville, baby. Give some love to the South and beautiful Tennessee. You don't have to like the country genre to enjoy wonderful live music, great food, and the rich history of Music City. Sports, barbecue, bars, so many places to drink a cold one. There's jazz clubs, rooftop cellars on wheels, off Broadway. Tons of different types of bars, all within minutes of an international airport. That's a nice thing to include.
It is
that
nice.
everything's also right by the airport.
Yeah.
Cigarettes inside.
Just like Vegas.
Yes.
My sister recently went to Nashville and loved it, but she went for a bachelorette party, which is why a lot of people go to Nashville.
It's another big bachelorette party place, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
It is cool. Yeah, I was there. I liked it. That hot chicken isn't lying.
I've never been. I think it would be cool.
Okay. All right. That seems like a
checking the
solid.
population. Uh-oh.
that's
How many people have to die for us to come here? We've got 692,000 people.
Oh, okay.
Not that big.
Yeah, Zane Dukes points out that if we go to Nashville, we could all wear cowboy hats and boots. That does sound really cute.
That would be cute. That'd be a cute
Can't
pick.
we do that in like a bunch of the places we're talking about?
Yeah.
Though?
You can technically do that anywhere. They just let
Do it
you.
They just let you.
Oh,
Do it in Portland, and who cares?
Okay, these all sound good. Okay, ooh, here's an interesting one. Nate Voris, Fort Collins, Colorado. I'm moving there next week. First time leaving my hometown of LA, and I know absolutely no one there and nothing about it. But according to Google, the top things to do are rafting, snowshoeing, the Horsetooth Reservoir, and waffles.
I kind of love the
I don't
idea
know
of
about
doing a
that pitch.
housewarming party for Nate.
That would be so nice.
All right, I mean, how bad could it be? It sounds lovely. Waffles and mountains? There's a reservoir?
This is really like, hey, do you want this prize that you can see, or do you want one in a wrapped box?
Right.
Where it's just like, even the person writing this doesn't know what it's like.
the
A
box.
very fun pitch to be like, I don't know. I guess we'll find out together once you're.
Yeah, well, let's just throw darts at a map, figure out that way.
I'll give that a yellow.
Okay.
Okay, Green Mountain State vouched for it. So that's something.
Great.
Brandon S. says Washington, D.C. Sorry, love it. Lamb Dance says Wisconsin Dells. Love it too much. Winky, winky. Maybe it's beyond the realm of this. Matt Man McKenna says, I'm going to give a long shot and pitch Long Island, New York. And this is the name of a town?
It's like a borough.
Okay. I don't want to. Okay. It's a small enough.
But it's very separate from like.
Yeah,
So
okay.
the joke in New York is that the boroughs are just like Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn, but Long Island is a borough, but like they even joke that it doesn't count because it's out there.
3 million population
3 million.
for Long Island, just that area. Yeah.
Okay, so it's small enough island. There's a good cluster of local video game stores, arcades, local game shops. Town-wise, it's like Huntington or Oyster Bay. I think if we're gonna go East Coast, I'd like to find something other than New York, and this feels like it's just going to New York. Which
I wish I could pitch my city to y'all in Canada. Y'all would. It's just like exactly what it sounds like y'all are looking for.
I know.
Canada.
Maybe next
I
year.
would love
Haley.
to.
Let's see. Small Island. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Wait, hang on. Is this-
that was not New York. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. My guy, I'm also from Long Island, and it is wider. Oh, he's making the kid. Okay.
Okay.
They're
I do
debating.
like this next one. I'm a fan of. Dylan Kelly says, "You've heard of Portland, Oregon? Great. This isn't that. This is St. Helens, Oregon, about 45 minutes from Portland. Heard of the movie Twilight? Filmed a bit here. Halloween Town, the Disney Channel original movie, also filmed here. We've got a DMV, an ice cream drive-in that only takes cash, kayaking, parks, and a public library."
Yep. I'm looking at pictures. This is, it's got a great little playground. The town looks delightfully boring. Okay, this is red hot.
At a certain point with the Hollywood connections, though, it's like I start to get starstruck. Like I'm gonna be like nervous, on edge of being there.
I mean, I when I was telling my partner about this, she was like, "Are you gonna end up in Bend, Oregon?" Which is, of course, the place where they filmed most of Twilight, and it's very beautiful, reportedly.
I love Bend. Yeah, we could visit Sony Bend. We could bring our biggest Days Gone merch. We can get it all signed from them. It'd be cool. Okay, that's awesome. St. Helens, they're also backing up. Spirit of Halloween Town festivities are scheduled to begin September 20th.
That sounds fun.
That does sound really good. Just an Oregon Halloween themed trip. Oh, that sounds good.
Ooh.
All right, Tom Rickard, giving a shout with some loving sarcasm for my dog, Sacramento. Sorry, Sacramento. You're in California. No offense.
Ooh.
That's a rough break for Sacramento because they're not. That's not like the rest of California.
They're different.
They are different.
Yeah, they're different.
Let's see, Sacramento. Another Sacramento thing. Sorry. We gotta get it down. We're shooting for like 5 or so to let people vote on. So.
Yeah, we've gotten to like page 7 of 56 so far, by the way, guys. So.
But that's like 15 pages shorter than it started.
Yeah, we can do it.
That's true.
We can do it. God's Garage. I have to pitch my hometown, Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati has a rich history, lots of great food, music, architecture, plenty of places to visit for the travelogue, including the zoo, music hall, Union Terminal, History Museum, inspiration for DC's Hall of Justice. Come on, we have the most bars per capita. I feel like everyone's claiming that. Okay.
Yeah, true.
I'm ready to be sold on a place in Ohio. This sounds good to me.
Yeah. Is it better than the other Ohio, though, is the question. Skyline Chili. We're just talking about how much we love chili.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skyline Chili is not chili.
That's just the weird.
Isn't it like spaghetti?
It's like spaghetti covered in something in chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that? Chili.
Oh, Charles was talking about this on Bonus Pod. And
Yeah.
felt that people were invalidating this dish. And
I would eat it. It's just not chili.
Sure.
It sounds like content to me.
Okay. How do we feel about Metuchen, New Jersey? Does someone want to read a pitch for that one?
Yeah, and it's nicknamed the Brainy Boro, like, and they don't know why.
All right.
Maybe they're making fun of you, and this Great American Main Street Award winner from Main Street America. That's cool. An organization that recognizes strong support for local businesses and historic preservation. That's great. Jersey's best destination of the year. You know all that talk we hear lately about 15-minute cities? Metuchen is honest to God fits the criteria. It's walkable as heck. Well, I love that.
Okay.
Public transit, surrounded on all sides by Edison, New Jersey. Surrounded on all sides? You're like a city within a city? What?
Is that a good pitch?
We're fairly
Edison
small, so the
State
Downtown
Park.
Alliance might make a big deal of you coming here. That's cute.
Okay. Hey, that's something. I'm not throwing
It
away.
has the first street in the world to ever be lit up by light bulbs because Edison lived there.
Oh,
Wow.
Kind of cool.
That's pretty good. That's a good pitch.
that's fun. It's a
That
good
is
pitch.
one of those where it's like, that's interesting. And then you're like, well, how does that affect our visit?
What do you mean?
stand in front of the
I
light
don't
bulbs.
know.
We can go see those lights.
Yeah, come on, man.
Go, wow, those are some old lights. Those sure were there first.
We can ask when they turn them on at nighttime and be there for the big reveal. When they turn on the streetlights.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Is this a solid green?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
love it. Ooh, Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. See, I'm much more intrigued by the towns that I'm not familiar with. but maybe that's why my brain's broken. Okay,
I'm sorry,
hang
were
on.
you familiar with Medicine, New Jersey?
I was born and raised in Medicine, New Jersey. Jeremy Banks says, Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. It is the mushroom capital of the world. If you've eaten
This
or
is
bought
excellent.
mushrooms, this is an
Sick.
angle. They know what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Eaten, bought mushrooms, chances are they were grown here.
What?
Small walkable town where everything is mushroom themed. Oh, hang on. This is sounding
Get some
good.
pictures up.
This is like a Final Fantasy VII level.
It's got
Could all wear
Gaga.
Mario hats in a big picture in front of like a mushroom statue or something.
I mean, we
Mario.
would just end up making
Mario.
this a mushroom themed trip, right? We'd
Yeah.
call ourselves like MushMax and
Oh my God, that sounds so fun. Okay, every year in 2024, it'll be held on September 7th and 8th. There's a mushroom festival. It's a full-on festival where they have mushroom-related food, swag, a mascot, activities. There's a huge Mexico heritage presence in the town, some high-quality mom-and-pop food options outside of mushrooms. Yeah, I thought we were only
no,
going to
keep
eat
talking about the
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
Yeah. I mean, 30 minutes west of Philadelphia, 20 minutes north of Wilmington for all of our Wilmington fans, 1 hour north of Baltimore. It's the longest of long shots to get chosen, but in my opinion, I think it would be cool to see something outside of a normal city for a meetup. You could always stay in Philly to do things like the historic parts of the city, try one of the cheesesteak, but how cool would it be to include in the trip an afternoon in a place with specific themes such as mushrooms? That's a very good pitch.
Great pitch.
Great pitch.
That's a great pitch.
I'm giving that a red.
Yeah, I was going to say I might be right on that one.
Okay, Kennett Square. If I could just see some actual pictures of the town.
Right.
I just don't know what it's going to actually look like. I want to see just, okay, Kennett Square mushroom.
It looks like a cute little colorful old school
I feel like
town.
you're picturing like the AI Willy Wonka exhibit. Like it'll just be made out of mushrooms. Their skyscrapers will be big mushrooms.
I mean, I don't know. They have a mushroom mascot. I mean,
That's exactly what I was picturing, and looks pretty
Their
good.
water tower is dressed up to look like a giant mushroom.
this
That's
is
so cute.
That's
such
cool.
a good town. Okay. All right. Solid. Brain freezes.
Welcome to Kennett Square, World's Mushroom Center.
That's not how that sentence should sound.
Brain Freeze says, even if they choose Philly, I hope they go to Mushroom Festival for a day. Yeah, I don't know about splitting that. That'd be interesting. All right, Hershey, Pennsylvania. I grew up around this area and it's nice. Hershey is, of course, known for their chocolate, but also the amusement park. They even have a small zoo inside the park. Chocolate and zoos, solid. Great restaurants.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. Amish, Pennsylvania, Dutch culture. Yeah. Let's see, it's from Meetup, the brewery is a well-known thing. I'll also give you an honorable mention that Gettysburg is less than an hour away. So if you come out, you can experience the amazing Civil War history. Catch a ghost tour. Come on, ghost tour of Gettysburg. Ooh. Visit the excellent visitor center National Park Service has. Solid.
Americans love Gettysburg, right? Y'all get all crazy over Gettysburg.
We're fanatical about Gettysburg.
I feel like it's in sitcoms all the time, and
we
they're
won't
always bringing
stop
up
addressing
Gettysburg.
it. Yeah, it's a big deal for
Never
us.
fight uphill, me boys.
I'm getting excited about a weirdly large amount of Pennsylvania related things.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. Who would have thunk it? All right, solid.
Cleaning up. All right, I unfortunately have to bounce, but I'd be happy with many of the things we've gone through so far.
What's your favorite so far, Kelsey?
Oh gosh, I'm really into the mushroom one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And maybe like one of the, I don't know which of the Carolina ones, but
Yeah.
I was compelled by a lot of the like Asheville and there was like a South Carolina one too.
Yep.
I don't know. I think
Charleston.
like I said, I think I just want to go east. So
Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks, Kelsey. Hope we don't let you down.
yep, pick something good for me.
Okay. Can do. Bye.
Bye.
We're not going to pick any of these. Joke's on her. All right. Now, give me a second
Go west.
as west as we can
As
go.
west as we can go. Exactly.
Don't mind me while I redo this layout here. Please. I beg you not to mind.
Do you want me to keep reading while you do it?
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Sure.
should
Why
I
not?
wait?
Yeah. Go for it.
Russ Aaron says, here's my pitch for Dallas Fort Worth. National Video Game Museum, Gearbox Studios, id Software,
yep.
Crunchyroll / Funimation. I don't know what any of... Respectfully, it's like when a business is there, like Insomniac and Epic are near me.
Right.
I can't just like walk in and be like, "What's up, guys? Gonna let me play that new build?"
You don't understand. This is our meetup. Let us in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Permission,
Like, no.
with all due respect to Russ and everybody else who wrote in, permission to gong Dallas Fort Worth. I think too big, too blah.
Too big.
Yeah. Plus, like, it has to top San Marcos at this point. You know, if we're going Texas, and I don't think it's going to do that if we're trying
National
to get this
Video
down to
Game
5.
Museum was the big standout for that.
That is good.
Though.
That is
would have
good.
been pretty cool.
We already know everything about video games, Haley.
Stackhouse sent a Google Doc with Richmond or Williamsburg, Virginia. Oh my gosh. You should open this up just to respect like the formatting.
Okay.
It's got subsections for transportation, cost, activities, and venues. But then they say for Williamsburg specifically, the third weekend in September, I'm producing a new board game RPG festival for the city of Williamsburg.
What?
So we could be VIP guests at a board game RPG festival.
That does sound pretty fun.
Targeting 300 to 500 attendees.
This is amazing.
There's a
MinnMax's
91-year-old art house movie theater.
Oh, hang
They
on.
hyperlink all the places they're suggesting, so we
This
can look at
is-
them right away.
Really sweet. Okay.
Williamsburg, 15,000 people.
Okay.
15,000 only?
This,
So you said?
this looks lovely. It sounds like a cool strip. They got it all. Okay.
Arcade pinball places. There's a 91-year-old art house movie theater I work with regularly who would certainly be down for a movie theater video game tournament rental.
Come on.
That's
Wow.
pretty.
What?
That's
or
like
even just a screening of a movie. Some
You'd
MinnMax
probably
movie.
also want to have a gathering in the nearby field of massive decaying presidents' heads?
Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah.
What?
That's
What?
decaying.
it was like there was like
president's
a presidential theme park, and then that went defunct, and so they just have a bunch of heads like sitting out.
heads? What?
There's a scavenger hunt on their website we could do with the president's heads.
What the hell? Oh my god, that rules. Are you
This
telling?
one's sick. This is a
Okay,
red. This is a red hot.
This is as red as it gets. All right. Stackhouse, you've been noted.
Nice job.
That's
Thanks
a-
for the effort.
That's so red it's nearing purple levels of heat. Jeez. Okay, there's a lot to sort through with all these, but that's solid.
That's so solid.
Nick from Atlanta says, "You'll never believe where Nick from Atlanta is pitching."
All right.
Are you tired of cities laid out logically on a grid? Would you love to get stuck in traffic everywhere you go, get confused on the many roads named Petrie you're supposed to be on? Come on down to Atlanta, Georgia. All those things are cool, but as he continues, Atlanta's very cool. Tons of history from Civil War to civil rights, largest aquarium in the United States. It's a sick aquarium. The Coke Museum. Nick from Atlanta himself is there.
Oh,
The
okay.
busiest airport in the world, the best campus nestled directly in the middle of a major city, Georgia Tech, College Football Hall of Fame, and more.
Look, this sounds lovely. I don't think Atlanta's going to be the choice. It's not fitting the vibe. I love Atlanta too.
Too big?
Too big. Too big.
Big.
Yeah.
Wow, not too big. Laramie, Wyoming.
Now we're talking. Hell yeah.
McCracken Way says, "Have you ever been to Wyoming before? Probably not. Now's your chance. Come to the most welcoming town in the state with a vibrant downtown supported by the Laramie Main Street Alliance and the University of Wyoming. The university is very good at engaging people of interest to students. I'm sure communications or English would be excited to set up a talk for students on the games industry or game storytelling. We're kind of an unexpected magnet for good and talented people. Old historic Wild West sites, a historic downtown, beautiful mountains, good drinking options, and the bowling place I went to as a kid."
Also, they have a big dinosaur collection, apparently. I'm seeing here.
You talking bones or
We got bones.
A little
yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, come to the meetup at your own risk. I mean, this looks beautiful. I like having a mountain option. If Laramie, Wyoming.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Whoa.
That's looking good.
Cool.
historic sites?
All right, I'm gonna put this in the orange territory.
Great. Also,
Yeah.
dressing as cowboys, fits in there.
Ooh, that is true. Cowboys and dinosaurs. You take your pick.
They have a rich history of women's suffrage. I'd be interested in learning more.
I'm more interested in a rich future of women's suffrage.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's like the one thing that I know about Laramie is really bad, but
Okay.
I'm glad to hear all the good stuff.
Does anybody have thoughts on Knoxville here? Well, I'll tell you, Rhett says, as many pointed out in their pitches, there's no shortage of destinations that portray the beauty of this country, and Knoxville is no exception. Okay. Nestled right in the shadow of the Great Smoky Mountains, as you can easily find spots to enjoy a hike or appreciate the wonders of nature. Smoky Mountain National Park is less than an hour away. SEC football, that's what Kelsey wanted, right? Low-key incredible food scene, amazing downtown. I do like, it'd be cool not to do Nashville.
Number 5 is Dollywood, which would be decorated.
Dollywood is the sickest place in the country.
Have you been there?
So much
I've
more appealing
always
than
wanted to
Disney
go to Dollywood.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
awesome. That's
that
a
is-
contender.
MinnMax Goes to Dollywood would be
Home's
an
fun,
incredible
fun.
thing.
How does that go?
That's not really
Oh my
good.
god!
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Wow.
I'll put this in the orange or red for Dollywood. I'll put it in the
Maybe
red.
red, because I really do like the theme park concept for a meetup of this many people. As far as everything
Yeah.
having something to do and being able to like
Walk
herd
around.
yeah.
Yep.
And that's
We could just say everyone wear orange or something to make it easy to figure out who's
That would
there
be
for
really
Max and who's
fun.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zane
There you go.
says, I live in Nashville now, but Knoxville is by far and away the best place in Tennessee. Okay, so Nashville, get bent. Okay, I'm going to combine this up there because he's also recommending we can do the Cherahalla Skyway, which whatever that is sounds wonderful.
Ooh.
Okay, Kings Island. Is this a response to something else? I don't know what this is. I'm going to delete this.
I'm scared of it.
Wait, let's
Get it
Google it. What is Kings Island?
Amusement park in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, probably because I copied the other Cincinnati, Ohio, I think. Is that what happened?
Maybe.
Either way. Well, we got it. Atlanta, Georgia.
Fun park.
Thank you for submission.
Love it. Poofy Doo, love it. I don't think Atlanta this time. Craig Marshall, you guys should celebrate in the best city on the state of Florida, hometown of Tampa. Fantastic food choices, hangout spots. You can enjoy Channelside or downtown, as well as Ybor.
Look, if you're taking out Atlanta because it's too big, I don't think Tampa
Okay.
has a chance.
Yep. Sorry, we're brutal. Okay, now we're talking. Parker, Aiden.
Pocahontas, Iowa.
Yeah, the smallest town to be considered. It's a town of 2,000 people that PlayStation visited back in 2016 as part of their My Road to Greatness tour. Hell yeah. From being a small town to some of the many necessary unique amenities that don't make sense on paper. It's got a hospital, Leo. Movie theater, golf course, bowling alley, comic shop, multiple restaurants, swimming pool, hotel, and a kaleidoscope factory.
The most fun place imaginable.
Population has been on the decline.
Great.
Let's get it back up.
Yeah.
Come on, MinnMax, we can do it.
Oh, hang on. I pitched Pocahontas because I have all the connections thanks to my work to help MinnMax take over Pocahontas for an awesome once-in-a-lifetime weekend. We could rent out the movie theater. Okay.
For the weekend to use as a main hub. That's a huge.
That is
Main hub?
Watch a movie together, play games, have tournaments on the big screen. You can even record an episode of the podcast in person because the theater has a stage behind the screen.
Oh.
I'd be so delighted to help coordinate the activities within the weekend. Business owners would be so excited to have MinnMax around. I like that. Business owners would be excited to have you there.
That's what you were like kind of really wishing for, right,
It is.
Ben?
It is.
Like,
It's
we're
so
making
obnoxious.
a difference.
Yes, it's so obnoxious to
Right.
say, but absolutely. Heck, I bet we could get the mayor to make a special proclamation for the weekend to really honor MinnMax.
Okay,
Oh,
this is
I thought that was-
promising a lot.
It's
I
promising.
thought that was implied for all of these. That there'd be some kind of mayor congratulating us.
Okay, the Rialto can hold 300 people in the auditorium. Our fairgrounds have the expo center, big event room. I don't know if we're going to hit 400 people here. We have a hotel. Cool. All in all, we've hosted gamers and unique events before. PlayStation said Pocahontas was one of the best events and had one of the biggest crowds, even bigger than New York. Huh.
Okay.
We also hosted Ragbri as an overnight town in 2022. Oh, it's the bike race thing across Iowa. I've always been curious about that.
They do specify they have a hotel, but it's only 2 stories and it can't hold a lot of people.
Fine by me. All right, so looking at this.
I do want to point out that it looks like I guess it's 45 minutes away. Then it does not have a super close airport.
Sure.
But you know.
Now, was Pocahontas here is a question.
That's a question that I'm wondering.
I mean, it would be fun to we could use as an educational avenue to just talk about Pocahontas a lot too. Everybody likes learning about Pocahontas, right?
We should think too, like if it ends up that we can't rent out the movie theater for the weekend.
Right. I would need to be a sure thing for some of these. It's a very big pitch.
Because that's kind of a game changer. Because then you have somewhere to go back to.
Yeah.
You're done exploring in.
All right, I'm gonna give this one a red. We'll come back to it.
Can we give it an orange?
Why are you so anti-Pocahontas?
I'm just saying a lot of this is contingent on we could have this happen.
Jacob, the mayor's going to declare it MinnMax's Day if we go there. I don't know what you're confused about.
Save the town. They're going to give us whatever we want.
Yes.
We could save their economy permanently.
Fine, I'll orange it. Okay, let's see. Blaine Sheasley, Cleveland, Ohio. Another Cleveland. Okay. We've had Cleveland before, right? Yeah. We had Cincinnati. And we had...
Yeah.
Okay. Have we had Cleveland yet?
We haven't had Cleveland, I don't think.
Big, beautiful river runs through it.
That seems all right.
Hubba hubba.
That seems okay.
Hitmonchan in chat says, do you have any idea how many people you're aiming for? Do we have even an approximate? Is there any way to...
We have no way.
It'll kind of depend on where we pick, right? Because certain people will or will not come.
Probably.
Yeah, that is a real trade-off. Is the more obscure we make it, I think the smaller the turnout will be.
That's true. Also, with all due respect to the community, I don't want them to travel across the country and spend a lot of money and stuff. But also, it's like I'd rather have a funky, smaller place, and it's like, hey, if you come, you come, and we'd love to see you. But like, I don't know.
And I think part of it is just like, I'm sure there are a lot of fans in the Midwest or wherever that are, see meetups happen for everything in LA all the time.
Right.
And this is kind of for these people, I guess.
That's true, though. Like population density gets real low. It's like the amount of people over the amount of space spreads out.
But they might pay for a ticket to fly an hour away instead of like 6 hours away.
Cheaper flights.
Yeah.
To these places.
But yeah, Jacob, I'm not concerned about, for our sake, the number of people that can make it. You know what I mean? If only 10...
Well, and people are also going to vote on like a top 5. So it's not just us are going to pick somewhere completely inaccessible and then no one will show up.
Right.
We promise to save the town and no one comes. We have to buy a lot of burgers ourselves or something.
We're sorry.
We'll get you reelected mayor, whatever we got to do, by hook or by crook.
Us 4 playing Castle Crashers on the theater screen.
For an entire weekend.
That's the saddest option. That's such a good pick.
Baltimore, I love Baltimore. I know there's that one city that was already close to Baltimore that was more compelling, I think, was the Mushroom Town. So I'll axe Baltimore with all due respect. St. Louis, Missouri. You want to read this one, Haley?
Sure. St. Louis, Missouri. This is from Manifest Echo. Centrally located, small city, lots of great restaurants, free attractions, like our highly rated zoo, Leo, and the art museum is also free. The city museum is also pretty cool. There's also a museum of transportation with a bunch of trains if you're into trains. You're kind of into trains, right, Ben?
Oh, who isn't?
It's not that expensive. Traffic normally doesn't get that bad. We have sports, baseball stadium, Kelsey's checkmark.
Kelsey?
There's a Six Flags and wineries that are not that far away from the city. The Gateway Arch, home of toasted ravioli and gooey butter cake.
Ooh, I like the pitch of the food.
Interesting.
The controversial St. Louis style pizza. What is that?
Yeah.
What the heck could that possibly mean? St. Louis. Yeah. How do we feel about the size of St. Louis? Is that?
It's got like 1 million people.
Yeah.
So it's not small, but it's not huge. Or wait, no. Or maybe I'm getting different.
286,000.
Okay, St. Louis County has 1 million people in it. St. Louis, the city, does not.
St. Louis pizza is a thin cracker crust. Cut and squared.
Sounds bad.
Yeah.
But I'm interested.
Okay. That seems okay.
It sounds good, but not as good as regular pizza.
Yeah, I gave it an orange for St. Louis here. Milwaukee, I'm going to axe. Sorry, I love Wisconsin, but we'll do something more with Wisconsin.
Milwaukee's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Great place.
Yep, Madison and Milwaukee, love all of it. Love everything they got going on over there. All right, so Seabass writes in. Gloucester, Gloucester? What do you think?
I'm sure it's like Gloucester or something. Like it's going to be some weird pronunciation.
Okay, Massachusetts, a little bit for everyone. A blue-collar history as literally America's oldest seaport. Now we're talking. Come see a lighthouse or two or take a day trip on a schooner. The setting for the dirty fishing movie, The Perfect Storm. That's my favorite dirty fishing movie. And the actual film location for Manchester by the Sea. All right. Home of multiple beaches.
A blast for all involved.
And beautiful views right on the coast north of Boston. A ton of restaurants with absolutely fresh and fantastic seafood, all within a walkable downtown area. 30-minute drive from Boston with rail access. All the Duncans your heart can desire with 8 locations in a city of 30,000 people.
Yes.
I like that. Plenty of hotels, motels, campgrounds, breweries, some function halls for home base or meetups. 10 minutes from Salem, Massachusetts, home of the witches. Hang on. That's pretty good.
I would love to go to Salem. I would love to go to Salem. That'd be so cool.
This does look really pretty, too.
It's pronounced Gloucester.
Gloucester.
You know what's also there? My friend just did it, is a Fallout tour. Like you can tour locations that look like that were inspired the Fallout games.
Inspired by Fallout.
Yeah, I was like, that's all right.
That's interesting. I'm into this one, like a tiny little Massachusetts seaport town. I'm reading it. But
Red?
yeah, Jacob, look, red is like my ultimate, like, come back and look at this one again. I'm not saying
Okay,
it's a lock
I just
for
think
the
we're
poll.
throwing out a lot more reds right now than we were at the beginning of this process.
Well, it's getting better and better. What can I say? Let's see. Ohio. I think we got it, Ohio. People need to cool it about this Ohio thing.
Columbus got a zoo rather than laser tag. Okay, so it got my attention by mentioning laser tag.
And then they're saying we don't have
many
it.
more to go through.
For everyone sick of laser tag in their lives.
Dime a dog night. Dime for a hot dog.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
damn
weren't
it.
you guys just talking about how dimes are worthless? There you go. You got so many, Ben.
Yeah, you're right.
dogs.
And they're courting Kelsey in particular with the Columbus Clippers minor league baseball game with the Dime a Dog night. Okay, Ohio just has a bunch of options. I feel like we're just kind of like reading Ohio at a certain point here. But okay, let's keep rolling.
Dayton is home of the Wright brothers.
Ooh, Dayton, Ohio?
Yeah.
Okay, before that, Jordan Greer here says Phoenix, definitely hot in the summer. Yeah, Phoenix is going to be too hot, right? I'm going to say no.
It's just too hot. That's a criteria now. Too hot. No.
Also, it was one sentence that just said come to Phoenix.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's maybe what it was. Andrew Neasley, Dayton, Ohio would be a great place for this meetup. I also love Columbus and Cincinnati, but Dayton is a smaller city. Now we're talking with lots of personality and history. Home of the Wright brothers, where they designed and built the world's first successful airplane. It's debated, apparently. Related to that are National Museum of the U.S. Air Force, largest museum for military aircraft. Communities for the arts are also thriving in Dayton. Several theaters downtown for stage shows, concerts. Dayton Art Institute. October is the peak time for fall foliage. Okay. September, there might be a little something going on.
Network of parks.
Network of parks.
Boat rentals.
Boat rentals. Home to several Cincinnati food specialties like Grater's Ice Cream and Skyline Chili, as well as plenty of local favorites like Marion's Pizza. I wish I could offer more for the sports fans. The Dayton's Dragons stopped playing baseball in early September. I mean, we could, in theory, make it early September. Okay. The Ohio thing, I do like Ohio as an option here. And if this is just a smaller version of that, again, I'll orange Ohio as a concept. I think is maybe the best way to put it.
Yeah, when it comes time for the poll, there's not going to be multiple options from one state.
No. We got to be realistic. Yeah. Leo, you want to read some?
Alyssa Smith. My hometown is the coolest hometown. Frederick, MD. Wow.
I had to look this up. Maryland. I could not think of what MD was.
Downtown Frederick is historic and beautiful. Great shopping, restaurants. Walk down Carroll Creek where there's gross, dirty water. Gotta be honest. Thank you so much. Typical painted bridges. There's an image link there after painted bridges.
Oh,
whoa, looks cool. A little optical illusion.
All right.
There's art like that tucked all throughout downtown on buildings and such, where it looks 3D at just the right angle.
Oh, that's
Baker
awesome.
Park is downtown. A couple escape rooms downtown.
Oh,
that's interesting. I like that as a pitch.
For the gamers, there's a pinball arcade called Spinners. history buffs, there's a Civil War medicine museum. I like a specific museum.
Yeah.
A lot of breweries. I moved out of state a couple years ago for work, and I still brag about my hometown all the time.
Cute.
Cool.
Respectfully to this one, I'm feeling like it is just kind of a description of a town.
Ooh,
Like,
Jacob. Ooh.
It just feels like if you were like, hey, there's street art and a strip mall and we have a pinball arcade somewhere. Like, that's true of most towns in the United
Someone's
States.
a little spoiled. Civil War Medicine Museum, the 4 sweetest
Yeah, you're
words
going to go
in
there,
American
Ben?
history.
You can have a great time at the Civil War Medicine
Hell
Museum.
yeah, I will. It's just like a bunch of saws and like, well, this was medicine. Have a headache, here's a saw. Which really all we got. I like this. I think this is cute. Jacob, this feels like a beet red option for me.
Yeah, we definitely rated all of the early ones green or blue, but we should make this one red.
No, well, maybe that one green.
That is saying Jacob certified place hater.
I'm just trying to get us to be realistic when narrowing down this
that's
list.
so
Nope,
needed
it's
because we
fair.
have like 50 more pages.
It's fair. Tony, this.
Yeah, bigger pitch for Phoenix from Tony the Swordsman. An untapped market, yeah. My home and heart will always be in Arizona. It's a wonderful place with plenty of video game lovers, but sadly we don't get much opportunity. Always having it in California and us having to plan bigger trips, never holding the joy having a video game meetup in our backyard. Yep, there we go. Hidden gems.
For the food.
For the food. Personally will provide a list. Okay, at a later date. Wouldn't you want to be a first ever meetup in Arizona? Really playing up how little meetups happen there, which I get.
half the pitch.
Yeah.
Don't you want to see where they were planning on putting that Atari hotel at?
Well, there's something. There might be something. Phoenix, Tony, God bless you. Phoenix, too big, too hot. Too big, too hot.
Too hot.
I'm sorry. Phoenix in September sounds like hell on earth. Orlando, Florida, too big, too hot. We're gonna axe that one too, but it sounds lovely.
Even though, very generous for Cody U to offer comp passes to Universal.
Hang on, I'm sorry. Should I have read this more carefully?
Below it, the comment below.
Oh, Cody, yeah, I work at Universal. I have plenty of spare comp passes. Oh, that does.
Wow.
That's something. I don't know if it fits the vibe.
Individually, we'll all go down and hang out with Cody U and get a spare comp pass.
It does sound great. Are we overlooking Florida here?
No.
I just feel like if we go there, we're going to have to do the whole Disney thing. And like, I don't know if I want this community meetup travelogue to be defined by a trip to Disney World. It feels like it's not in the spirit of the game.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Ooh, another.
Too big, too hot.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you.
Too big, for short, too big, too hot.
Another Erie, Pennsylvania fan.
Yeah, below Alex Britt brings up local delicacies such as pepperoni balls.
Ooh.
I am intrigued.
How have I never heard of a pepperoni ball?
Not to mention ox roast. Oh my God. All right.
Ew.
Yeah, you say ew, but you put a couple pepperoni balls on that ox roast, Haley, and then who's laughing? Okay, so this is
Pepperoni
good.
and ox balls. Yummers.
I'm gonna
we
move-
gave Erie an orange already at the start.
It was just an orange.
Put it next to it.
Yeah, I was just going to copy and move it up there. Erie, Pennsylvania. It was just an orange for that. We should have been throwing out more reds, Jacob. Okay.
Hindsight.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right, let's
My
see.
dog just busted my door open.
Do you want to read one?
Give me a second, one read one. Let's take a look at Buffalo. Oh, she's bored. She left.
Right on.
She doesn't like Buffalo. She's from Texas, so
I know
she would want us to go to Texas. Buffalo, New York is the 78th largest city in the United States.
Okay.
In fact, it is a place that is just big enough without being overwhelming. They know who they're pitching to. Mr. Ben Hanson.
This next sentence is very funny.
Buffalo maintains the Minneapolis energy. The weather can be brutal and the sports teams never win championships. We are known for wings. I mean, yeah, we're all thinking it. But I make a case that the food is strong across the board as long as you don't have the goal of being healthy. Buffalo has close proximity to Niagara Falls. That'd be cool.
Okay.
An excess of breweries, a newly upgraded art museum, Frank Lloyd Wright Martin's house, and so much more. Why are we even still talking? Book your trip to Buffalo today.
Buffalo also has the Strong National Museum of Play, which I am genuinely interested in.
It is
so
cool.
I know, Ben, you've been there, right?
Yeah, I have been there. Yeah, it's cool though. I think it's a solid yellow for Buffalo, New York. Love it as an option. Akron, Ohio. How are all these Ohio towns coming out of the woodwork? Akron, Ohio, the best little big city you never thought to visit. A naturally beautiful town with a quirky history and once the fastest growing city in the nation. Oh, we can make it number 1 again. It's a very friendly place, perfect size for a short trip, easy to get around, but plenty to do. Lots of locally owned businesses and eateries. It's very easy to get to as we have 2 international airports. You can ride a bike from downtown into the Cuyahoga Valley National Park along an old canal system. Known as Rubber City, Akron was the rubber boomtown where most U.S. tire companies started. You can visit the founder of Goodyear's crazy huge mansion, Stan Hewitt, and maybe catch a Shakespearean performance that inspired the Weezer song Opening Night. I mean, good enough for Weezer, good enough for us.
Well, if that's the criteria, Beverly Hills, anyway?
They have a functioning blimp hangar.
Whoa,
Wow.
hang on. Akron, Ohio blimp hangar. This sounds like it might be the number 1 option for Ohio at this point.
Oh, and
Luigi's
okay.
has a mini animatronic band.
Important final paragraph. Cool. Movie theater access seems to be a highlight for many. I co-founded an art house nonprofit cinema in town and have keys. The Nightlight Cinema only shows films now, but rentals are possible. The organization actually started by hosting small film and avant-garde games festivals, so this could be a fun way to celebrate the roots of the organization. Pretty good pitch.
That's a
damn
good
pitch. Yeah. Gaming history and stats. University of Akron are the 4-time Rocket League national champs. Pro bowling started in Akron. And the Football Hall of Fame is 20 minutes south. Wow.
And a nationally awarded zoo for Leo.
That's good.
Got everything.
Oh,
Leo bought a zoo.
I'm going to red Akron.
Yeah, give that a red.
Okay.
What is up with Ohio with all these awesome places with everyone owning a movie theater?
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it is the home of thousands of fans of MinnMax, and every one of them owns a movie theater.
Do you have like ads targeting Ohio or something?
I don't know. Yeah. Joshua Navalis. Let's see. Look in the comments below for a slew of additional reasons. Oh, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Okay, might sound like it's out of the way, but it's actually situated perfectly between many of the biggest cities on the East Coast. We're 2 hours or less south, or less from DC, Baltimore, Philly. 3 hours from New York City, most of New Jersey, 4 hours from Pittsburgh. If you come to Lancaster, you'll be manageable drive from all these cities. Sightseeing. Lancaster has a fun and thriving city life, especially if you're into trying out new foods. There are dozens of restaurants serving different international cuisines. Okay, I'd imagine that. Country's longest continuously running farmers market. All right. Pennsylvania with 2 N's. Coincidence? I think not. I wanted to be excited for this, but I don't think there's enough specifics for beautiful Lancaster.
Yeah, it's a lot of it is location based, and then the other things are like good food, which is great, but maybe not super specific.
Yeah. Ooh, hang on. In September, there's going to be a Renaissance Fair happening in Lancaster. That's solid.
Sarah would go pretty feral for that.
That is true. That is true. We do have a great one in Minnesota as well. We could always just go to at some point if we wanted to. But solid.
We don't all live there, Ben. I mean, some of us might want to attend a
All right. Cassandra Boss. I live in a cute college city about 30 minutes north of Dallas. Denton, Texas, or the Little D's, we like to call it. There we go. Our city is home to 2 universities. One is a women's college, and the other is one of the most acclaimed music schools. Great music scene. Lots of karaoke nights. Okay. We have clothing shops we couldn't find anywhere else. City revolves around the town square, which is always busy. A chill dude on the spectrum who likes to play dancey tunes on a synthesizer keyboard while wearing a tiger mask can be there. Okay. I think
is this like the poster writing about themselves in the third person, as has happened before? Or is this like a different?
You might find a cool tiger guy. That sounds great. Denton is warm, adorable, granola, queer, and welcoming city. Y'all would love it. Oh, and we're only 30 minutes away from the National Video Game Museum.
Nice.
Solid pitch.
Pitch.
Yeah. Solid pitch. That's a greener, I feel like. Oh, we also have an Alamo Draft House. Okay. Solid.
Love that.
Leo, you want to read some?
Zach Killian says for Little Rock, Arizona. It's a big enough city to have stuff, or is that Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Little Rock, Arkansas. It's a big enough city to have stuff to do, but not huge either. There's plenty to do downtown at the River Market. The location is good for people to fly in.
I guess we'll have to take his word for it.
Oh, hang on. David Dillinger's saving the day here.
Yeah, pitching in for Little Rock too. Fun little big town, very affordable. Local breweries, tasty food options, Southern Tex-Mex barbecue, more. We've got a Flying Sauce Drought Emporium downtown. It's a natural.
What? Flying Sauce Drought Emporium? What
Probably
is that?
Flying Saucer.
Draft, guys.
Don't tell us how to read. So you're saying? So what is this series of words supposed to be?
Draft.
Yeah.
What does that
We're in a
mean?
hurry, but let's talk about how much that pisses me off for a second.
It's like a British thing.
Well, of course it is, Haley. I hate it. That's how I know.
So what would you think a Flying Saucer Draft Emporium is? It's just a bar?
Like a UFO themed bar.
Okay. Doesn't look UFO themed enough based on pictures here.
Well.
It's a real ding.
It's got little flying saucers all over the place.
Yeah, but still. I wanted it to be like a big flying saucer.
Yeah, but still.
I want there to be aliens walking around.
Come on, man.
They've got a mountain, the Big Dam Bridge, the largest pedestrian bridge in North America. You've got several running events, bike tour, Sister City North Little Rock, with its historic Argenta district with more food and fun. 30-minute trip away from neighboring city Conway, explore Retro Rick's Game Point, a popular local game shop. That's cool.
Ooh.
Visit the Museum of Fine Arts or the Museum of Discovery, or hit up Little Rock Central High School, which is steeped in historical significance with the Little Rock.
I'm going to opt out of that one.
That sounds great. Okay.
I have to take a break to let my dog out because she needs to use the bathroom, but y'all can just keep running.
Okay,
I'll keep my
sounds
camera
good.
on.
Okay.
Okay, so Little Rock seems okay. Is anyone a little bit on fire
oranger.
for Little Rock? Oranger?
Yeah, I think that sounds cool.
Sure.
Feels like a yellow, for being honest. Here's the thing, Haley. In a
yellow,
poll,
orange, and the same one color lower.
it's completely different. Think of the poll. Can any of these towns beat Mushroom Town? Like, I feel like Mushroom Town is going to annihilate this poll. And so I'm trying to think what can compete with Mushroom Town is the level we might have to start thinking about.
You're
here.
right. God damn it, you're right.
Thank you so much.
I gotta
Haley.
change my mindset.
Thank you so much.
How are we gonna take down Mushroom Town?
Green Mountain State says, I'm here to pitch Middlebury, Vermont. There's lots to hype, but I'm going to lead with the fact that it's home to the best chocolate milk in the nation. Now, this is
Interesting.
something.
Love chocolate milk.
Monument Farms is a small dairy farm just out of town, and I happen to be childhood friends with the family and owners. I'm certain we could take a farm tour and learn the secrets to their famous chocolate milk recipe. Ooh, this is good.
Let's steal it. Let's steal it.
No, don't say
Competing
it.
chocolate
We're on the
milk
internet.
company.
We're in a public forum right now, Haley. Shh.
Three guesses what the recipe is.
Besides that, Middlebury is a fairly small town, home to Middlebury College, which is known for its language school. The town has a really nice downtown, which includes a bridge over a waterfall, 3 restaurants, and a movie theater with a bar inside. There's plenty.
Sorry, if we don't own the movie theater, we're not interested anymore. The bars
You need to own it.
There's plenty of
It needs to be yours.
green space. It's great for eating maple creamies, which is what we call soft serve ice cream. All right.
Nice.
All right, man.
Apple Orchard in September. The best cider donuts and fresh cider available. I'll stop there, but there's much more to hype. It's 45 minutes south of Burlington Airport, and there are a few quaint lodging options. Now, Jacob, the star of Middlebury is we could get a tour of a chocolate milk facility and learn the secrets.
Because they know the people that own it.
I mean,
Yeah.
sounds good.
It
I like
sound
chocolate
really-
milk.
It does sound really good. God, how are
And
people going to
Apple
vote?
Orchard in this time frame we're going.
Yeah, you're right. Ooh, they have
Yeah.
this seems
But
all
they're
right.
probably are,
Those two hit.
those are around.
College Museum of Arts. I mean, this is looking good. I'm going to read this one.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Jake, just as look, let's come back and look at this one for sure. I
Okay.
think chocolate milk pitch, Apple Orchard in September pitch. Look, Jacob, do you want to? You're welcome to just color these things as well. I'm just trying to think of, we got to bookmark the ones where it's like, come back and look at this. Don't forget.
Right,
about this.
and so the purpose of a bookmark is you don't put it on every page.
What do you mean? There's not that many reds. Okay. Nubby, come to Burlington, Vermont. Wait, another Vermonty? It's the smallest, biggest city in the U.S., meaning it's the least populous city in the U.S. That's also the most populous city within its state.
That's fun.
Needn't explain more. Don't let its small size fool you. We have an airport, a reopened Amtrak station, bars, and a Great Lake. Though it was only officially a Great Lake for 18 days.
Sorry, it does have the world's tallest filing cabinet. So I guess we should highlight this as red as we can make it.
One of the best things Burlington is going for is an awesome downtown area, which is easy to walk around. There's a number of nationally recognized breweries. I think one of those would make a great spot. What is this? Only a Great Lake for 18 days?
Yeah, they left you wanting more with that one, didn't they?
Lake Champlain. Is that the thing? As they said, it's a Great Lake. Never mind, it's not. That's amazing.
Kind of like Pluto?
Yeah, the Pluto of lakes.
That's what they call it, yeah.
Yeah, the governor was sick for a day and they made it a Great Lake.
Is it really a thing?
Like that.
Damn it, Leo, I thought you were looking it up. This seems cute. This seems like a cute town. I don't know if it's like beating mushroom cute. So let's just make it red. No, we'll make it a hot yellow, I think.
Hot yellow.
I don't know.
Scorching yellow.
Michael Coons, I don't have a great pitch, but you can come to Casa Novia, New York, and have a party at the brewery and cidery I run.
Oh.
Solid pitch. Ooh, there's also apple picking going on. Pumpkin picking. Good old-fashioned agritourism. That seems great. That seems great. It's not beating Mushroom Town, but it seems all right. Robert, my pitch is Trumansburg, New York. It's a small town with a pizza place that the owners are from Italy. Okay. It's the location of the tallest waterfall in the Northeast called, Tahanak Falls. Graduating classes are less than 100 people from the local school. If you want to make a town explode in population, yes, we do. This is a beautiful small town that is driving distance to a movie theater we could take over.
Driving distance to a movie theater.
Everyone's pitch, I love it.
Sorry, if you go to the Trumansburg official website, it says internal server error. Sorry, there seems to be an error.
Oh my god, that's so Night in the Woods coded.
Yeah, population of 1,700. Oh, beautiful waterfalls, though. This is nice. That's a cool spot. There's a cafe with dogs outside of it. Better than a cafe with dogs inside of it, right, Leo? Ruff, ruff.
Sure, man.
Hey, thanks, man. I set him up, you spike him down. All right, this does seem beautiful. It's got everything you need. Trumansburg.
Driving distance to a movie theater is a very funny phrase.
Reaching a wall where I don't know what to say. It sounds really nice, but we have 22 more pages. Like, how do we do this? That'd be mean.
I don't know. Dallas, Texas, Justin Chen
That's
says.
so nice.
Oh, Justin.
Handy picture in medieval times. The worst 4 words you could put in order.
We could find the flash drive.
I mean, if we're going to put on the play of the Borderlands 3 pitch, I mean, that seems like the time to doing it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Michael Griffin, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Homa Historic Greenwood, Black Wall Street, lots of great local breweries in our Pearl District. Circle Cinema, which is the only nonprofit art house theater in Oklahoma.
But do you own it?
Yeah.
No.
Booming local food scene. Oklahoma's home to the fried onion burger. Large nerd pop culture scene. Fine pitch.
Cute.
Cute.
I bet it's great.
You're right, Leo. That's the correct tone. I don't know why my tone was going a different direction.
Thank you, everybody who submitted.
Oh my God.
Literally,
This is so
thank
sweet.
you, everybody.
Yeah, it is unbelievable.
All your places sound lovely.
We would go to everyone. If we hit our Patreon goal, we'll do a nonstop tour and hit up every one of these cities.
Yeah.
So lit.
We could do a Patreon goal of road trip to the city. Bonus vlog content. We all have to
Right.
drive together.
That'd be interesting.
Where do we
all
meet
right.
up first? I gotta drive to Minneapolis and then drive with you guys
We
again.
fly to the furthest part on Earth from where we are going.
Gotcha. We'll start in Mexico and drive up.
Right.
This next one is a joke post.
Oh,
Edinburgh, Indiana. I'm from Edinburgh, Scotland. I'm assuming they're the same.
oh, that is fun.
They're not.
Yeah,
There's
get
a
the hell
castle.
out of here. Okay, Alex Crum, Hillsboro, Oregon. We have a Next Level Pinball Museum, one of the world's largest arcades with over 615 pinball
Wow.
and arcade games on free play. Voted world's favorite pinball arcade for all these years in a row. MinnMax can even rent out the location. Local wineries, breweries, pubs. The location is also suitable for a good number of folks. That's true. I mean, would this be better than Portland?
This pinball museum looks awesome.
Really?
Just looking at a picture. Just, yeah.
600 arcade and pinball games on free play? That's kind of tight.
It has, above all the machines, they just have a bunch of shelves with just toys and game. Like, it looks really cool.
If I'm going to be honest, I don't think I could tell the difference between 100 arcade machines and 600 arcade machines. I think it would just feel like a lot to me.
This does look good. But Oregon also had a pinball pitch, right? Oh my God. Or sorry.
They also have a
Portland's.
27,000 square foot pop culture museum in the pinball thing.
Okay. Good.
I don't know if we want to pin our entire trip on one location that is a pinball.
Okay.
fair.
All right.
museum.
That's very fair. So we'll make it a cool blue. Okay. 20 minutes from Portland. Okay. Yes. Portland's already in the running.
Oh, yeah. If we're going to Portland, yeah, we could drive to the pinball.
Yeah.
Yes,
for sure.
Arizona, too hot, too big.
They say Tucson.
I love that they have the developer running with scissors is present there.
All
How
right.
cool.
They make the postal games. Now, they also say that it's
We
full
could
of
destroy it.
Sagaros, a.k.a. a real-life cactar from Final Fantasy. Now, you're just saying, is that just a type of cactus?
That's a cactus, yeah. I mean, they're
They
cool. They're
misspelled
big.
Sbarros.
Oh, they do look like a Final Fantasy character, so it's got to be good.
Or you can see some snakes in the flesh.
Okay.
That sounds scary. Don't say in the flesh. It sounds like they're going to bite me is the connection my brain makes.
See them up close on your throat.
In your flesh.
Casa Video Film Bar, a video rental store that doubles as a film bar. Great place to grab a beer and watch whatever movie they're running with. Solid pitch. I don't know.
What
What's,
a good pitch.
I don't know what's making the top heap, but I love it. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Mendon, Massachusetts.
New state alert.
Well, we've had Mass
Getting to a
before.
point where. Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
I think we read something
Thanks,
from that. I grew up in this little town called Mendon, Massachusetts, approximately 45 miles outside of Boston. Mendon is one of the original 100 English settlements founded in 1667. How's that for history, Canada? Mendon is a weird little town surrounded by much larger towns, but essentially stayed very small. There we go. It has only one stoplight. Okay. One video game fact is the middle school was filmed for Guitar Hero Aerosmith.
Cool.
Hey, I wrote this.
The legendary rock band Aerosmith played their first paid gig in Mendon back in the 1960s, and all the band members grew up in towns around Mendon. Okay, so the actual gym they played in was recreated for the game.
Did they have kid characters
I don't know.
in that game?
It has,
It has
the
the
Bishop,
largest
bless it.
zoo
yep. It
in
is,
New England.
it is the home to the Mendon Twin Drive-In Theater, an original 1950s drive-in movie theater. The Taft family has ties to Mendon. The original Taft.
Ties. There's nothing there, but they have ties.
The original Taft who came to America settled in Mendon before the family moved to Ohio. The town has several bars that could be the home of the Meetup. Despite its small town charm and feel, Mendon borders a lot of bigger towns. Okay. The town once infamously kicked George Washington out of its local inn during a celebration tour in the 1780s.
That's sick.
That's pretty good. Why'd they do that? It is one of the first towns attacked and burned during King Philip's War in 1675.
God.
I've never even heard of that. It's a quaint historical town. I like this already.
Is that a red for you?
It's feeling red for me, but I don't want to be shamed by the panel.
I guess there's a lot of kind of historical intrigue here. That's one of those, like, I don't know how much that adds.
Sure.
Like, we
You know,
can't go
so
see the bathtub that he was stuck in. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
so
that
it's
Yeah.
like
you
we
know?
have a zoo, a drive-in, bars, and rolling hills. You know,
Yeah.
it's not bad, but like I don't think it's beaten some of those other places out.
Aerosmith gymnasium.
Okay, and we can go to the middle school.
And you can think about a bathtub.
All right. Sure, that's fair. That's fair.
Does that bump it down to orange?
I think it's orange. Well,
Yeah, or
we'll respect it. We'll respect it. Okay, here we go. Oh,
real the Game Informer review scale of towns here.
it's above average. All right, now this is compelling. Ketchum, Idaho, spelled
New
like
state alarm, right?
yeah. Sound the alarms.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, look at this picture. And it's spelled like Ash Ketchum.
Oh,
Okay, a little...
I looked this up. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Amazing ski town, 4,000 people. Amazing place for mountain/road biking. Insanely walkable, free public bus system. Non-stop plane flights to 6 major cities. Good enough for us. Wait, really? And they land in Ketchum? What are you talking about? How does that work? Free outdoorsy, hiking, fishing, skating, running, skiing are the norm. Wearing costumes is highly encouraged.
it's beautiful.
Okay. Next to Sun Valley Ski Resort, multiple venues to rent out whatever you need. Great local newspaper with lively gossip section. Okay. It's before the busy season. This does seem wonderful.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of going to a ski town before people are skiing.
Yes.
And just getting to kind
Yeah.
of like do some hikes and stuff.
So would this mean, do you think, that none of the ski things are open?
Probably
That's a good
not.
question. Is like half the town closed?
Well,
Sometimes the hills let you just ride the thing up and down, which is kind of a vibe.
that would be fun. I like the look of it. And it being called Ketchum, I feel like, is going to get a lot of votes.
That's true. That's good.
Hemingway lived in Ketchum, Idaho.
Really? Good enough for Hemingway. Good
apparently.
enough for us.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 stories.
Okay, that's solid. I'm reading this one.
Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson spend time at their home in Ketchum.
They have a Ketchum home?
Yeah.
How does the airport work in Ketchum? Look, that's a round 2 question. We'll figure it out, I guess, later. Okay, Denton.
When Chet Hanks visits.
Yeah, we had a Denton pitch already, right?
Yeah, what color was the previous Denton?
It was green.
Okay.
But I mean, if this is a better argument, maybe
Yeah, that's
it's
true. D20 Tavern, D20 Bar, candy shop with some quirky things. This is solid green territory, I feel like. No offense to Denton.
Yeah,
Let's
we
see.
already liked Denton, didn't we?
It says, also, Ben, if you're reading this, some of those food trucks have weird food. Okay. A Japanese Mexican fusion restaurant. Okay. Look, that sounds great. I don't know if it's going to win the poll level great, but it sounds wonderful. Final Sin
Brutal.
says Bentley. Haley, we got to whittle it down at some point.
I know, we have so many pages.
Bentleyville, Pennsylvania. If you're looking for a small town with nothing in it, then I got the place for you. Yes, please. My kid's graduating class of less than 80 kids, and it's a public school. Best part about this place is it's 30 to 40 minutes from Pittsburgh.
so there's not a pitch here, but I like it.
Hang on.
We're near something else.
I'm gonna look up pictures of Bentleyville. Oh, this is looking great. It does seem really fun.
Is that a red for you? Is this another red?
No.
I would leave right now.
I'm making a dark blue. It's a dark blue at that. Let's see. Eugene, Oregon. Gorgeous hippie college town 2 hours south of Portland. Has the most waterfalls per capita. What? We have a climbable 1 mile tall butte hike only 10 minutes away. National Geographic called our river the most canoeable river.
I'll be the judge of that.
They would know. They would know.
They've canoed everywhere.
Come on, Leo. They would know.
You're right.
It does look wonderful.
I worry about if it's 2 hours south of. I guess I'm trying to figure out how close a
Airport.
airport is.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, there's like a very small Eugene airport, but I imagine that the flights would be pretty expensive.
Okay. I'll yellow it. It does seem cool. Travis.
If anything's not red, it's getting killed.
Yeah.
At this point,
It is absolutely true. That's the
point.
dirty
Well, we
secret.
have to
Red or
go
not red?
back to the beginning before we were so red happy because
Okay.
there were some that we would have made red.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we knew it, we were.
I mean, it's like-
we're not
It
going
was.
here.
Yeah, Asheville would be red based on our current.
Yeah,
scale.
you're right. That's a great point. Good reminder. At this point, let's just go red or bust. Like, what are we doing color
I do
code?
like our colors.
I agree,
yeah.
Because
Okay.
the people who wrote in feel good that their place got like an orange or something.
Yeah,
right.
that we called their place mid.
Yeah.
Travis in Fargo writes in with a pitch for Fargo. He says, no surprise there. Sorry. We can't do Fargo. Dan Riker already went there, and it's too close to Minnesota. You get how it goes. Sorry. Scott Mills writes in, says, my comments for Salem, West Virginia. West Virginia, they call it. Very small town, but very peaceful and relaxing. They have a historical museum called Fort New Salem, which is pretty cool to walk through. Lots of parks and hiking trails to explore. Also, I know you're looking to visit in September, but in October, they have a really cool apple butter festival. Well, not really. If not, then I live in Brecksville, Ohio, which is really nice. Okay, we can't. It's not getting redded. Sorry. Biscuit, Nick S. My comment is for Marquette, Michigan. It is the biggest town and was affectionately referred to as the UP. Our whole part of the state, UP is beautiful. Whole part of the state gets missed on official government social media posts because the UP is never talked about. September is also one of the best times to be in Marquette. Food trucks, great bars and breweries. You can all come up and eat a pastry. Okay. There are pasty, sorry. Great outdoor trails that are so picturesque, will take your breath away. The Big Ore Dock downtown. Your Instagram will thank you. Go on a tour of the biggest wooden dome in the world. Excuse me? All right, Marquette, Michigan. Let me look at pictures of it.
This is where Joe Pera Talks With You takes place, too. That looks really beautiful.
It does.
Did Marquette breathe a sigh of relief when the sphere in Las Vegas wasn't made of wood?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay.
Did anybody see what
That was close. It almost beat us.
This is a great looking dome. Oh, and they play sports inside of it. I'll be damned. Look at this thing. That's cool.
A wooden dome.
The Marquette dome. Marquette does look wonderful.
Wow.
Right on the Lake Superior, so we kind of feel like we're at home. This is cool. I think this is a redder.
I love that.
Okay. Jacob, I'm trying to read your facial expression for every.
I think it. I think it sounds neat.
All right.
I think it probably will lose out to some of the other ones, but I'm not opposed to revisiting it.
Yep, that's true. Jesse Redpack is making a pitch for a town that's close to Chicago, so you really gotta. Let's see.
Ottawa,
D&D.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Haley likes it.
Well, Ottawa's our thing, I thought. You guys have an Ottawa too.
Yeah, we can't highlight it more. It'll be less of a thing for you then.
Yeah.
They do have a theater you can rent out.
Okay.
But is this just
do
too
they
close to
own it?
Chicago
It's
for
too
you?
Chicago. It's too Chicago. We can't. If you're looking for adventure, culture, food, and drinks, says Alex Hanovan, come to Richmond, Kentucky. Okay.
Blake Hester could come.
That's true. In the heart of the Bluegrass Strait.
Well, he lives in New York, but
Oh, yeah.
he is from Kentucky.
Blake Hester's parents could come.
It's 20 minutes north of the horse capital of the world. One of the coolest tourist spots. There we go, Haley. Oh, we could all ride horses together. That does sound really. We could probably do that.
That would actually be really fun.
Let's see. Historic marvel offering views of 110 acres of farmland from the 50-year-old Kentucky castle. Okay, there's an airport to make it convenient. What about Richmond? Okay, now you're all over the place. We can't pitch multiple towns here. Richmond's a small town with big ambitions.
Yeah, well, they kind of posted what's near to Richmond because their description of what is in Richmond is not super compelling, unfortunately.
Okay, moving on.
Dream with a lot of love. Mm-hmm. Respect.
Tom France, I'll throw my pitch in for Milford, Pennsylvania, located right at the tip of the Poconos and 5 minutes from the borders of New York and New Jersey. We totally have all those rocks you can stand on that intersects all three states. Ooh,
I love those.
I love those.
That sounds fun. We have
Makes you feel well traveled.
Yes, as you walk in.
Oh, they moonlight at a renovated local theater.
Yes!
Let's go. Do they have a zoo?
Not seeing zoo anywhere.
They do have rafting, kayaking, and tubing.
Oh, okay. Great Towers National Historic Site is located here, plus a bunch of other random hiking trails and waterfalls. Transfer location, we're 90 minutes from New York City and all the areas in between, making it a great day trip for those who want to travel day-night. Yeah, that does sound good. How are we feeling about Milford, Pennsylvania?
A couple friends are subbed to the Patreon too that live here, so there's at least 3 of us that would show up.
Okay, that helps.
Hey,
That's pretty
That
good.
helps.
It does look nice. I don't know if it's making
it's
the
not
cut.
lighting me on fire.
Not lighting me up either. And we're at a phase where we got to be lit up. People are defending Milford. A lot of Milford love.
I feel like it has things we've read other things for.
Yeah,
Tubing?
that's true.
Plus a bunch of extras like waterfalls and
Yeah, I guess I'm looking
We
at
could
the
take
pictures.
a look at it amongst the other Pennsylvania ones and see what our favorite is. We could.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, we gotta read it, otherwise we'll forget.
It's being redded. Someone read Milford. I'll do it. I'll read it.
No, how I can't remember how to get to that.
Nevada.
I'll emoji it with a smile.
Ooh, Nevada, Ohio. Wait, Nevada,
Nevada?
says Billcom6. So it's not like
Oh my
a
God,
state.
706 population.
Now we're talking.
Wow.
Yes. It is located above us. You might be wondering why what we have in Nevada. I'm not going to lie, it's not a lot. But it's not a barren wasteland. There's a pizza place downtown, Mexican restaurant a little out of town, okay, barbershop, bank, gym, salon, dog groomer, auction house.
Oh,
This seems lovely.
funeral parlor.
Okay, you can't.
That's good to have just in case.
Yep,
Just in case.
can't spell funeral parlor without parlor. So he runs up and down the street every morning. This seems great. I would like to live here.
I love the little anecdotes in this one.
I don't know if it's going to make the cut.
This would be a tough. I mean, it's like I don't know if they have like a hotel.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. Let's see. Jacob Cummings, come to Porter Ranch, California. The AMC here is the AMC theater where they filmed the We Make Movies Better Nicole Kidman ad.
Enough said.
California, you're back on the map. No, we couldn't. We're going to film our own ad in one of these theaters that people can rent out, apparently.
That would be great.
Gelrock War Fiend. Leo, do you want to read this one, or does anyone else want to jump in and read it?
This is not going to be chosen, but I thought I'd tease you all what you're missing out on.
Okay, well, what are we doing then? Okay, it's
Fort Hope, Ontario, Canada. Yeah.
okay. Get
Tommy
rid of
Boy
it.
was filmed
Get
there.
the hell out of
It's
here.
I didn't even read it. Ain't that the way, Canadians? Ain't that the way? We don't even read it.
You're
But
fake.
we'll look at Ohio until we're red in the face. But God forbid we look at Ontario.
Well,
because
'cause
that's
then it's
our
confusing.
most populated province.
We got to leave some wiggle room for next year, Haley, if we do it again. I
Okay.
feel like that's the natural
big, too cold.
expansion.
Too
Baltimore.
big, too cold. Too small, too cold.
Someone making a case for Baltimore. I like Baltimore. I want to go smaller than Baltimore. I
They
apologize.
say the MinnMax meetup would heal the city, though.
Okay.
I like that pitch.
Okay, Normal, Illinois. The name.
It's called Normal?
Yeah.
Great.
That's sick.
Mom and pop shops, disc golf courses, original Steak and Shake, one of the tallest dorm buildings, one of the world's tallest dorm buildings.
That's confusing. It sounds wonderful, but yeah, I'm gonna axe it just in case we do that Chicago thing.
It was named Normal because there was other French teaching schools around, and they wanted it to be clear that the school was normal, and then they named the town after that.
Whoa. Fun fact, the Eagle Limited AWE reference in Alan Wake 2 and Control took place on the train station in Normal,
Oh.
Illinois.
For
Leo,
the
we
record,
read that one.
Normal is like 3 hours from Chicago. Like it's
Okay.
It's not close. It's just in the same state.
Look, do you want to read it?
I'm just saying, we're disqualifying it based on Chicago proximity.
I would like to check it up. We got a whole country to serve here, Jacob. A whole world,
Yeah.
damn it, and we're already cutting out so many folks. Greer, South Carolina.
Oh, the picture's really pretty. This place.
Yeah. Sorry, does somebody else want to read it? I'm sick of my own voice.
I will. Easy
Greer,
to
South
drive around.
Go ahead,
Oh.
Haley.
Sorry. Beautiful nature, super affordable. Where am I in the right place? Yeah.
Yes.
Jacob could probably drive here from North Carolina, LOL. There's also the Toy Federation, a store with thousands of toys from several decades. Pinky's Revenge, a retro bar, arcade, and game lounge, 100 games, wonderful atmosphere, a life-size Kratos. Taylor's Mill. Not only is Pinky Revenge located, but there's also a brewery, axe throwing place, and model train station. Upstate Games, used game store. Neighboring Falls Parks, connected to downtown. Select restaurant with custom crafted dining. The ultimate driving museum. Huh. A trail. Wonderful weather in September. A mall. Perfect size. Easy to navigate and very charming.
It is charming. Is it more charming than the other South Carolina option? I don't think so.
I mean, it's smaller than Charleston.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's better.
Yeah, and for the Carolina batch, it feels like Asheville's kind of the cream of the crop at the moment.
I mean, Asheville and Charleston would be my 2 votes out of what we have here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe we axe it for that reason, but it looks wonderful.
It does.
Leo, you want to read some?
Ryan M says, I pitch Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, which is near my hometown. course, can stay at the Omni Mount Washington Hotel, and Hanson can LARP The Shining.
Excuse
Is that the one?
me? What?
Can we go?
Oh.
Oh yeah, is it the inside of the hotel
I think it's the... Wait a
or the
minute.
outside?
I'm confused.
Because they were two different.
Were there two different... Oh, hang on. I am confused about this. So the Omni Mount Washington Hotel. Shining location. In New Hampshire.
There's a princess ghost.
A princess ghost?
Yeah. Princess Caroline Foster. She steals objects in the guest room.
Well,
Screw
how
that.
did we ever go there?
What?
she's-
Is it stealing my Steam Deck?
She's always seen in room 314. And when
Literally
she's
just-
sitting on the edge of people's beds when they wake up in the middle of the night.
Can we
Just telling the cleaning staff to take their stuff once in a while. Just grab some of people's stuff.
So I guess it was the inspiration for The Shining, for Stephen King to write The Shining.
Oh.
So that's, who cares about that?
That's insignificant.
Yeah, that seems
The
cool.
Last Archer says, no better place for a community meetup than Sandusky, Ohio, home of Cedar Point, the best amusement park in the country.
Yeah.
And Kalahari Indoor Water Park, Resort and Convention Center. Close to Cleveland.
Leads to the
Has the
doorstep.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh, they say hope to see you all. The people pleaser in my brain is like, now we gotta go. They were so
gotta go.
polite to us. Just
I mean, at that point, why wouldn't we just go to Cedar Point? Oh, it is. Okay, so Cedar Point is in Sandusky,
there.
Ohio. Okay. I have wanted to go to Cedar Point for a long time.
It's cool.
You've been?
I think a theme park would be a
Yeah.
cool meetup place.
I do think.
Yeah, Dollywood.
And
Yeah.
or Dollywood too.
That's the
actually,
theme
yeah.
park to beat.
Yeah.
Cedar Point is like it is cool, but it is literally just roller coasters. It is like 400 roller coasters, and like that's the park. Which look, I love, but it's like going to a theme park that has like other things, like a Dolly Parton themed stage show. You know, it's like if you're not on board
Yeah.
with roller coasters,
Okay.
it's kind of a no-go.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I think. Oh, I hate to leave Cedar Point behind, but I hear you.
You could read it and we can think about it again.
Yep, you're right. You're right, Haley. Let's read it.
One more thing.
It's officially been redded.
Avid Demon says, I'll throw out Loudon, Iowa. It is a town of about 800 people, about a 40-minute drive away from the Quad Cities, 30-minute drive away from the world's largest truck stop. That has numerous things to do. Cornfields, churches, 2 bars, even a hotel. Unfortunately, they got rid of the one vending machine in town a while back. Feels like we missed the economic boom on this one.
Oh, I love this pitch. This
very-
is, you know, when we say like we want a really small town, and then one
know.
pops up, we're like, not that one.
Yeah, are we selling out, Haley? Is that the takeaway here?
Yeah, like if we really wanted to stick to our word, we'd choose this one.
Or at least put it in the poll for folks?
They don't even have a vending machine.
Yeah, sorry. It's just, the thing is, you know, you look
Down
at,
to sell out.
when I think of like the small towns that are like contenders now, it's like that one in Idaho that looks so beautiful, you know? It's like that's small
Right.
and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
There's gonna be bears and cool stuff
Sorry,
all around.
Loden.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
Jacob, you want to take this next one? This is up your alley.
Albuquerque. Located at 5,300 feet, nestled into the Sandia Mountains, the city offers easy access to the beautiful high desert environment. Is this our first New Mexico?
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Ooh.
Completely different from Arizona. This is
New Mexico is a cool place. A short drive, not so short hike or tramway takes you to the top, offering incredible views of the city and surrounding area. The city borders the Cibola National Forest and Petroglyph National Monument. Lots of different hikes. Obviously, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul.
filming locations. Yeah.
There's a nuclear science and technology museum.
Okay, it's extra jingoistic. Okay, I'm listening.
Okay.
September is the tail end of chili season, where you can find fresh roasted hatch chilies or chiles all over the city. And even off-season New Mexican food is slathered with red or green sauce.
Leading to
Albuquerque.
Oh boy, yeah, that's solid.
I think Albuquerque would be really cool to go to.
It's gonna be hot as all hell, but
Yes.
Well, but it's not to be stereotypical. It's a dry heat.
oh no, yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that we haven't got a pitch for like Taos or something. Like New Mexico has respectfully cooler small towns, but maybe we just don't have MinnMax listeners from there.
Maybe they're coming up. Ivan is pitching Portland or Eugene. Got it covered. Fort Collins, Colorado, a small town where everyone knows your name. I don't know if I want that. Downtown area.
Look at a Fort Collins. Fairly sure.
Really? The downtown area is the original inspiration for Disneyland's Main Street. Lots of breweries, lake reservoir, lots of hiking trails, trampoline park, barcade, and Fort Fun.
This is, of course, Fort Collins, Colorado, where the person moving had Googled what they thought was in the city.
Oh,
That's
really?
what we saw earlier.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Whoa, okay.
So we should connect these two, and they could have a new friend when they move there.
Yeah, come on, Felix Diaz, you're right there. You can connect on your own. That seems great. Maybe not making the cut, but it seems wonderful.
Not our job.
May not count since I don't live there anymore. It does not count. Medi Monster says, I grew up in the tiny town of Metamont, Ohio. Sorry,
their
Idaho.
name's Medi Monster.
Oh.
That's like me with Halifax. I like that.
That's cute. So Idaho here. I think it may be considered a hamlet. Population's around 20. It's about a 30-minute drive to any sort of store or business. A lot of years during springtime, the roads flood and the town becomes an island. We could always meet at the local Grange Hall and ride the beautiful bike trail of the Coeur de almost always moose around somewhere. All right. Population's 20, but the moose population is out of control. Oh, weird.
That's a tough one. Props for being the smallest suggestion.
That is definitely the smallest.
Yeah. Yeah, we love it. We love it, but maybe not making the cut. Tucson, Arizona. Someone want to take this one?
Too big, too hot.
Yeah, maybe not too big.
We're just wiping anything?
No, we could look at it. I feel bad.
Let's see. Let me skim it real quick. Nature's great. Better than Minnesota. You could visit Bookman's, local chain that sells books, movies, video games. Food scene is surprisingly great.
I love anywhere that has a caverns.
Caverns are nice.
They pitch a caverns.
The home of Fangamer. That'd be cool.
Okay.
We can interact with them. That seems gettable. Jacob, caverns, is that worth Reading?
I don't know.
It seems good. But
it does seem good. Do I need to revisit it to know that it's not going to be one of my top 5?
Yes.
Probably not.
Correct. I think you're right. Creed, Colorado, a remote rural mountain town where I spent most of my time growing up. Population of 276 at about 9,000 feet. Hell yeah. Gorgeous hiking trails, no movie theater. Oh, you know what? I think I wrote in the post as an example of something to make your pitch for your town for the movie theater thing. So that's why everyone's citing movie theaters. It isn't just a random coincidence. How about an award-winning professional repertoire theater? Is that the word? They've been repertory? Are those words related? They've been running.
Really pretty.
Okay. They've been running shows every summer since 1966. For September, they currently have scheduled performances for Sherlock Holmes's Mystery, Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest, a Latin funeral comedy set in the nearby San Luis Valley, and their hilarious late-night improv comedy show. Maybe Ben can pitch the Borderlands 3 announcement event. Okay.
They have the Last Chance Mine, which is a 1891 silver mine where you can have a rock mineral tour. Go down to the mine.
That seems good. Okay. Creed, Colorado. Ooh, that does look really beautiful. Oof, that's awesome. Just
4.5 hour drive from the nearest large metro areas. It does say it's 1 to 2 hours if you fly into a nearby town.
Okay.
It's a little tough.
Little tough.
But it does. I mean, it looks gorgeous. Just Googling it, it's like, wow.
We have another Canadian trying to sneak in. Get the hell out of here. What is
I
with
didn't
you
even get to see
people?
what province. What province?
It's going to be Windsor, Ontario.
Okay.
Chattanooga.
I see you.
Yep. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Woo woo. We're a big little town. We have loads of weird little restaurants, incredible outdoor activities, lots of opportunities for good biking trail. If we're in Tennessee, we're going to Dollywood, I feel like. So no offense to Chattanooga.
We're going to Dollywood.
Geneva, Ohio. Sure, we sit in one of the poorest counties in Ohio, but Geneva is northeast Ohio's wine country and home of Geneva on the Lake, where we find loads of bars, arcades, restaurants, zip line tours, and the oldest miniature golf course in the country.
Nice.
A large amount of lodging. 15 minutes east is the Ashtabula Harbor, which won a Best Main Street in America competition a few years back. Now, this is something.
Ooh.
Local breweries, lift bridge for boats. I love that. And the Bum Boat, a boat floating in the harbor where you can drink up top or down in the vessel itself.
Fun.
It's a boat you can drink on? Okay. And lastly, Geneva is about an hour east of Cleveland, where a possible Twins/Guardians game could be on the table. Standing room tickets are $15 and include a beer. Being so close to Cleveland means Giant Bomb's Jeff Grubb and special guest Mike Minotti are so close by. Maybe they could be joining with Giant Bomb fans. That does sound good. I like all those ingredients.
I'm looking at a video of Geneva on the lake. It's very pretty.
Yeah? This does seem really cute.
Oh, that's really cute.
Okay. That's an Ohio
confused
contender.
by the Ashtabula Harbor Best Main Street. Is that a different city?
Maybe it's just the name of the Main Street area, I would imagine.
Well, because they say 15 minutes east. And so it's like, I don't know if I would describe something 15 minutes east if it was still in my town. Not a big deal.
Yeah, that is tough. Maybe we could just pivot and go to Ashtabula Harbor instead if it's the coolest place around. But, I mean, that's a decent little trek to get out there. I do like these little towns on the water. That seems cool. I
do.
Haley, you want to read some?
Sure. James Martin, Ferndale, Michigan. Am I? Just the outskirts of Detroit. Ferndale is widely considered the LGBTQ capital of Michigan, but in a very organic and interesting way, not in the big brand fake kind of way.
Okay.
I love already what they're trying to communicate. I get what they mean. It is historically a fun, quirky, gritty home to the people that are different or set outside social norms. It's unique. Its vibes somehow managed to blend traditional blue-collar industrial vibes with punk, pride, hip-hop, general celebration of inclusivity. There's breweries, craft markets, record stores, bars, nightclubs, concert halls, distilleries. The downtown, which is very, very small as cities go, is closed down for all kinds of festivals often.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That seems good.
A solid pitch.
Solid pitch. Scranton, Pennsylvania, a city known for The Office and the best pizza outside of New York and Chicago. We're 2 hours away from New York City and Philadelphia, nestled in the Pocono Mountains. Best bars in Scranton. If you're a fan of The Office, you can see where the show's intro was filmed. How are we feeling about that? Oh, Kelsey can stop by.
I don't like The Office that much.
Okay. Kelsey can stop by our ballpark, home of the Scranton Wilkes Bar Rail Riders. Scranton's a smaller city like Ben's been looking to visit, but big enough to get a good community meetup going. You know, solid.
Pennsylvania's got a shot.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of good pitches for Pennsylvania.
Okay. We'll keep it in mind. If we lock down on one region, we can try and figure it all out. Milwaukee, it's cool and good. We agree, but too Midwesty. Sorry.
Water on deck.
Jake, Atlantic City, New Jersey, just so Leo can go on a real Fallout 76 expedition. Oh. Is everything you could want, only grosser. Obviously, there's the casinos, but also an aquarium, shopping outlets, comedy, sports, the boardwalk, karaoke, a brand new water park. Jersey Shore sounds like a maybe, but the AC's too yucky poo-poo. Okay.
Your language.
Yeah, maybe not.
Taylor Swift was there recently.
Wait.
We could be a place where Taylor Swift was.
Are you kidding me?
Guys.
Walk on the same
where she
ground as
stood?
her? Beto92, come to Aurora, Illinois, the one from Wayne's
Nice
World.
name.
A cool downtown area that you can explore tons of bars, food, and arcade, free historic museum, and even a zoo. Actually, come next year, I'm getting married out of state this September. LOL, I also forgot to mention home of the Yeti. Maybe you could do some content with them. Are they like
I think
tents
they're
or something?
the ones who like sponsor Games Done Quick, right?
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I'm going to Google that.
Every other zoo has been intact. There's been no more abandoned zoos. That's kind of heartbreaking.
That's messed up.
Aurora, I'm sure it's beautiful, but let's try and find
Basement of the
something.
Dead Haunted House. They have like a interactive haunted house here.
Okay. Oh,
Pretty
Yeti makes
scary.
gaming t-shirts. That's right. That sounds all right. Jai Bones says, I nominate my hometown of Pueblo, Colorado. Population of 111,000. Really? For Pueblo? That seems huge. But
Wow.
lots of charm. Great food. Home of Pueblo chili and many dishes utilizing it. Small town vibes with an arcade bakery. Beautiful river walk. Fun bike trails. I like the sounds of most of those things.
Yeah, for real. The Riverwalk looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh, Pueblo does seem nice. Where is Pueblo on a map? Is it going to be tough
Colorado,
to navigate
Ben.
to? Colorado, eh? Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's kind of a little ways away from.
It's really pretty.
It is really pretty.
Wow.
We can read it. I mean, it's the last one.
All right. That's the last one. That's the last one. Okay, now we just have
So,
36
I
pages.
think we have
Mushroom.
I think we have to go. We should go back to the beginning and just very quickly scan some of those early
Those early oranges.
oranges
Yeah.
to see if they qualify as reds.
Orange is the new red, as far as we can tell. Okay, so orange is Erie, Pennsylvania. Let's just make that a red. That was an orange, right? That seemed all right. Although, let's maybe just look at it again. Let's double check it.
Now that we've seen so many awesome places.
Yeah. It seems okay.
There's the old timer amusement park.
Yeah, the old amusement park does seem okay. Okay. I remember liking the look of that one. Asheville, that's a main one, right? That's a ready.
I think that's a red.
Okay. San Marcos,
Texas.
I think
seemed like a red.
Yep, I think you're right. I still have that locked in my mind.
All
as
the
an
oranges
option.
are just reds.
That's the phase we're at. Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I feel like we should narrow it down to one of the Carolinas once we get to.
If you had to pick. Ashton?
Well, if I had to pick, I mean, I would pick Asheville because I like mountains. But I mean, I think they're both worth a talk.
Yeah. Okay. That seems like a good list of the reds. Can we move all of the reds up above the line here? And then I'll work from the bottom up if you guys want to work from the top down or something. Okay. So many Ohios. It was the biggest surprise, I think, is just.
Yeah, Ohio's bumping.
It's ridiculous how many they have. This system's working, right?
Yeah, look at us.
Look at us.
Collaboration.
Yeah. Google Docs
Like
is
how
great.
torrenting works. We're all doing a little bit of the work.
Right. Torrent, Ohio.
is
Come on
beautiful.
down.
That sounds like a place.
I just want to get the red off the dock so my eyes can read it again.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's really ugly. Why did we choose the toughest one to read? Because these cities.
Yeah, and the one that universally means like damage and like evil.
Yeah, no one pitched their town as being evil.
My keyboard's not working. Can somebody give me an enter down here?
I got Milford, if that's what you're looking for.
No. Yeah, anonymous
wait.
jackalope. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I don't know why my keyboard stopped working in the middle of this stream.
It's sick of reading about Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll move Erie up.
This Idaho one, I'll catch him, Idaho.
Oh,
Whoops.
damn it. Ketchum, Idaho is really compelling, I think.
Ketchum was a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
You forget, you go, oh yeah, that one, and then this is gonna be the hardest part.
This is really where it's going to get hard. Oh, also, it's a lot of red here. What the hell, Jacob? What's going on here? All right, so I'm making.
If only someone had said something.
The first 10 pages alone are all our favorites.
Okay.
Oh my god, that is 10 pages.
Okay. Well, let's.
Should we start by? I mean, this is like the 210s. It's like, should we start by like poking some off?
Yeah, I agree. Yep. What's not going to hang?
Where is the?
Maybe. Yeah.
Why is there that one that's? Oh, is that just highlighted by someone? The Milford.
Why don't we bold the location so it's easier to look at it and know exactly what we're talking about?
Okay. Otherwise, just a big wall of words here.
Yeah.
Okay. Ketchum, Ohio. We've got San Marcos, Texas. Portland is an interesting one. What's
I
going
kind
on
of
here?
want to poke a Gloucester.
Yeah.
Gloucester. I it sounds neat, but the pitch does not have a ton of stuff that other places don't also.
Can you
seem to
remind me
have.
about Gloucester, Mass? Ooh,
It's
here's,
America's oldest seaport. Is that doing it for you?
It is. Well, I think it's a really cute town, and I like the idea of having one option that's kind of like northeast, and it's kind of like it's really close to Boston. I think it's really cool looking in the photos.
Okay. Well,
was there another?
I don't have to poke it off.
I don't know if there's another like kind of Massachusetts-y one. So
or do we not have other Northeast?
I'll run down just for people that might be listening here and everything for what we got. So we have Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. We have Richmond, Virginia. Marquette, Michigan, Pueblo, Colorado, Charleston, South Carolina, Gloucester, Massachusetts, Geneva, Ohio. Can we get all the Ohio's together? Albuquerque, Akron, Ohio, Asheville, North Carolina, Sandusky, Ohio, Middlebury, Vermont, Knoxville, Milford, Pennsylvania, Erie, Pennsylvania, Portland, Oregon again, San Marcos, Texas again, Ketchum, Idaho. Let's wade into the Ohio waters. What do you guys think about that?
Let's collect up all the Ohio's. I'm clumping them up in the middle already.
Okay, thank you.
Much as it is in our country's map.
Oh,
Glee.
that's really shrewd. Let's see. Make some space for this.
Shrewd is one of those words that sounds like you're saying something mean, but it's good.
Well, because you can call somebody a shrew.
Yeah, I think it's too close to shrew.
Do people?
And rude.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right. Are all the Ohio's together?
Geneva, Sandusky, Akron. Was it just 3? I feel like there was more than 3.
I think there were so many, but it was like, how the hell do we choose? But
These are our top 3. Gotcha.
Yeah, more or less. So
that's a good way to do it. It's like we can't have like 3 Ohio's on the list. We got to pick 1 Ohio.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
So which one will we pick? And that's going to cut 2 right away.
So one option in Ohio is filled with a million roller coasters. I just want to throw that out there. Now, the counterpoint to my own point, though, is if we're making the travelogue, roller coaster is probably not the easiest thing to film. You know?
You just hold a little GoPro on it.
I guess. I don't think they like it when you do that, but yeah.
Who's they? The theme park owners? Is that a faux pas?
Yeah, I don't think they want you like dangling stuff that could fly off and fall
fair.
and hit somebody on the head.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's very busy, says Shipwright. Okay, you know what? Let's get rid of roller coasters as an option. So now we're down to
Akron seems the best to me.
Yeah,
Akron certainly got more in its description. You know, part of what's hard is just like how much did the person write, which is different than how much is there to do in the city. But like Akron is the stronger pitch, just looking at them written down.
Yeah, that's right. And Geneva had like, oh, it's close to the Ashtabula thing, and it's on the lake. It's beautiful. But Akron, yeah, you want to remind us what's going on in Akron?
Oh gosh. We've got a movie theater that they co-founded. Right. There is the Blimp Hangar, functioning Blimp Hangar.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, a Weezer song was inspired by it. You know, they say 2 international airports within 30 minutes. The city's walkable. Both of those, I think, are big ups. There's a smaller but good zoo.
Yep.
They have a civic theater that has a proper flying organ.
Proper flying organ? What does that mean? Okay, a lot of
I think
stuff.
that we just have like we got a lot of kind of bullet points on like, here are fun things to do while we're here.
LeBron James was born and raised.
Yep. No, you're right. It does seem all right. And what where's the bit about the theater? Could someone highlight that?
At the bottom.
Movie theater. Oh yes, that's right.
Co-founded
an art house
nonprofit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good for Ohio's pick. You should be very proud, Ohio. Should we start just going from the top down unless anybody has one that stands out to them that they think is not going to make the cut here?
I think this clumping thing is a good idea to just start because we already got rid of 2 so quick.
Yeah.
But do we have a lot of other state overlap?
There was North Carolina,
so.
Right? Was that it?
No, we only have Asheville, and then there's Charleston and South Carolina, but that's a different state.
What about if we debate the Rockies here?
Oh yeah, we'll start doing like general area of the map.
Right. So Ketchum, Idaho versus Pueblo, Colorado. I think that'd be a little bit redundant to have those two, even though they're still probably very far apart. But let's just say it feels redundant, so we should choose between those.
Ketchum, we need confirmation that everything's going to be open, though, right?
Oh, I think it'll be open. I was just wondering literally if it's like, could we go skiing? Like, I didn't know if to that degree it was going to be open. So Jai Bones did Pueblo, Colorado. Not really much of a pitch other than we all thought it looked beautiful, and they say it looks beautiful. Pueblo chili dishes, small town vibes, barcade bakery, river walk, bike trails. It just looks like an awesome mountain town for Pueblo, Colorado. Ketchum, Idaho, ski town of 4,000 people, insanely walkable, free public bus system, nonstop plane flights to 6 major cities. That's surprisingly big. Very outdoorsy for a lot of cool hiking, running, skiing, skating, free public outdoor ice rink. I don't think Pueblo, Colorado can hang with Ketchum, Idaho.
But will those things be open? Like an ice rink won't be open in September, I don't think.
Yeah, it will. They'll have indoor one, I'd imagine.
Well, they say outdoor ice rink.
Yeah, exactly my point. Yeah, it'll be open. It'll be great. I mean, it just has so many more
Ketchum.
details. Yeah.
No, I think Ketchum beats Pueblo for sure.
Okay. Either Pueblo's
on our list.
Okay, cool. Okay, great. We can have a lot of good Pokemon fun there. What are the other kind of regions that we're working with here? I guess the Carolinas.
If we want to debate Charleston versus Asheville,
I think we should.
Okay.
The only, I won't say the only thing in Charleston's favor. Having been to both of these, Asheville seems like the cooler place to me. I think it's a very cool city. It might be like the Asheville airport is pretty small. The Charlotte airport is big, but it is about an hour and a half drive away from Asheville.
Okay.
And so getting there might be kind of an issue. But like you can fly into Asheville. It's just like usually people don't because it's a smaller airport.
Sure. Also, in the list of pros and cons, we have Texas. We don't have that much southern. And obviously I'm just as stupid as looking at the names of these states, but having an option from South Carolina would be kind of cool.
Are you saying that North Carolina isn't the South?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, well, you're incorrect, but you can't say that.
I'm saying South Carolina feels more southerny than North Carolina.
They named the state wrong. Let's not.
Yeah, exactly.
I would call Charleston a more normie city than Asheville. Like Asheville is quirkier. Charleston is cool, but it is a place where you have like a bachelorette party. Yeah. Asheville is more hippie, which to me is more interesting.
I agree. There is the detail of Kyle was born in South Carolina, born and raised in South Carolina.
Was he
born in Charleston?
I don't know if he's coming. I doubt it, but if you had any indication that he is, I don't know. He's welcome to.
Of course.
so let's just read their pitch here. So Caroline wrote in about Asheville, North Carolina. It's a beautiful mountain town with epic scenery, lots of great restaurants, and quirkiness galore. September is a little early for leaf peeping, but that means we miss the big tourist rush. Still get some gorgeous hikes, kayak or canoe. Check out the Biltmore. That's right, that huge thing. See a waterfall, Blue Ridge Parkway, but getting to it's going to be a little bit trickier. That's you're saying, Jacob?
I guess. I'm not sure where you'd fly in to go to Charleston.
Yeah. And then Charleston, great September. Crowds largely cleared out of Condé Nast best small city. Won 12 of the last 13 years for Charleston, South Carolina. Rare U.S. walkable city. Owlbear Cafe, Board Game Cafe. Known for food. Kyle lived here at some point. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I think I'd rather maybe go for Asheville just because if it's going to be quirkier.
And also it is far more beautiful.
Okay.
Like it is in the mountains, and Charleston is a city, on the coast, which is also pretty. But
that's cool.
It's not, it's not mountains.
Okay. Asheville, great. North Carolina. Love it. Okay. All right. We're doing it, everybody.
Here's another hard thing. Asheville is pretty close to Tennessee. Ooh, so we have that one for Knoxville, which is really strong. Those might be kind of a competitor.
Okay, now is it very strong in your head just because of Dollywood?
That's a good.
That's
reason.
certainly the biggest part of it.
I think I don't see how Knoxville isn't a lock.
Okay. I think
I feel
that's
like it's
fair.
not one that's fighting for its place.
So let's look. Rhett submitted Knoxville here. North Shore of destinations, Nestle of the Great Smoky Mountains. It's got the mountains thing that Asheville would have. Low-key incredible food scene. Football going on there. Amazing downtown. Civil War history. It's 45 minutes away from Dollywood.
Yeah, it's not close, but also everything in the mountains is far away because it's like all switchbacky. So it's
like a theme park where you go and then spend the whole day there versus
Yeah,
like,
that's
Right.
it's not like we're going to like a boardroom cafe 45 minutes away. It's like
Yeah, let's look at Knoxville here. Knoxville. I'm curious. They are so in love with how it looks, but we'll be the judge of that. That does seem very nice. There's a zoo. Jeez, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. There's some weird PS3
like
Move controller. What is that?
yeah, like an observation tower.
Huh. Tennessee barbecue is great, Twitch says. It does look cool. And if we have like Smoky Mountain option, I think Knoxville might be cooler. It might bump out Asheville in my mind.
it kind of bumps out Nashville in my Asheville in my mind too.
Jacob, can you live with that?
Yeah, I would be sad to eliminate Asheville right now, but I guess if that is
We don't
I don't know.
It's not like we have any real opinions on this stuff. Knoxville seems interesting. And Asheville, I know.
I think that I guess what I'm thinking is that even though they are geographically relatively close together, the cities are distinct enough that I don't know. Like, I at some point, I don't know how much geographic distribution means, or if we just want to let people vote on like Asheville v. Dollywood.
It might split your vote, though. You know,
that's true.
Chat is unanimously against Knoxville over Asheville.
Why?
I mean, it might be that it does not have a ton of cool stuff other than Dollywood.
Okay. All right. Then we'll go with that.
Oh my God, yeah, Chad is very against that.
Whoa, Knoxville sucks. Okay, all right. Asheville, all right. We'll go to Asheville. Stop yelling at us, Twitch. Okay, love it. So let's get the locks rolling up to the top, maybe, right? Because I think a lot of these are looking pretty good. Ketchum, Idaho is a lock. Asheville, North Carolina, that'll be a lock. Leo, were you muttering something?
Dollywood's gone.
Yeah, but it was 45 minutes away.
Okay, here's the thing. How I'm gonna look up how far Dollywood is from Asheville.
That's a fair point. That would be interesting.
It's closer. Watch it be closer.
No, it's 2 hours.
Okay. Okay.
From Asheville, which everything in the mountains is kind of 2 hours from everything else, but like that is a drive.
Sure. Mm-hmm. We got Akron, Ohio, as seems like a lock. What else are we sliding up for a lock here?
That Virginia one with the really nice side.
I guess should we pick
Right.
one of the? Because he gave us two.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Either Richmond or Williamsburg. Williamsburg is the one that had the board game RPG festival
in September.
And the art house movie theater that he works at.
All right. Why wouldn't we go that? Okay. That seems like.
And the one with the President's Head field.
Oh, okay. What are we doing? Yeah, obviously. Okay. And that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So
that's good.
Williamsburg, Virginia. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's also in that southern arena there. Okay. Well, that seems like a pretty good lock. Can someone, I feel like we're going to lose track of this. Can somebody put some of the highlights from the Google Doc into the main feed here?
Like from the separate thing?
Yeah, just so we can remember like president heads, yada, yada, yada.
Okay, I'll just copy the blurb they wrote about it.
Mushroom capital of the world in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Is there any way that's not making the cut?
No, we got to have that.
Yeah, that seems excellent. Okay, so Kennett Square, you're a lock for Mushroom capital of the world. And I'm trying to remember, was there something in September specifically? Yeah, September 7th and 8th, the Mushroom Festival. Having like a festival while we're there seems really good.
It does.
Though also, depending on how big the festival is, it could make it like harder to stay there.
That's true. We'll weigh all these when we're debating, if the Mushroom Town gets picked. Marquette, Michigan. Why did
We have 5 already.
Okay, good to know.
5 blocks.
Let's look at what else we got here. Marquette, Michigan. That's in the UP. It looks wonderful. I don't think it's going to
I love it. Geographically, I think it's a little different, but it doesn't seem like it has the...
Okay.
Oh, also, Williamsburg has Busch Gardens, which is another super nice theme park.
Ooh.
Like award-winningly beautiful amusement park.
Okay, that seems excellent.
That's a really big lock.
Okay, Gloucester, Mass. Am I the only one who likes this one? It's 10 minutes away from Salem, home of the witches. We could get some good witch content.
I do like this one.
The perfect storm setting. I think it just looks cool. And I like having something in the Northeast, but just look at pictures of that. Isn't that an awesome looking town?
Walkable downtown on the water sounds really good.
Yeah.
I really like this one.
Okay. Love it. I mean, the oldest seaport. God dang. Albuquerque. I don't really want to go to Albuquerque, if I'm being honest. Maybe I'm being judgmental and weird, but is anyone excited about Albuquerque?
I don't think it hangs with this crew.
Ooh, I guess we could have pitted the Northeast options here. Middlebury, Vermont versus Gloucester, Mass.
Gloucester.
Yeah, we gotta stop saying Gloucester.
This is the chocolate milk recipe, people.
Oh, shit. The chocolate milk people.
Fuck.
Oh, why did we forget that? Where is it?
Maple creamies.
It does sound great. Is it anywhere near water? It's not the prettiest.
This is the one that's down the road from an apple orchard, so probably not near water, more like forest vibes.
It is. There actually is. It's the lake that was Lake Champlain is not too far away at all. Nice downtown. Maple creamies. Do we lose chocolate milk?
I think we got, that as cool as that sounds.
It's like, you probably can get really good chocolate milk in many of these other cities.
Yeah, but they know the people who run the farm and we could get a tour.
That's
of
true.
it.
I mean, you shouldn't underestimate the reach of MinnMax. When we announce the cities, we'll probably have people like pouring out of the woodwork being like, I do this in this city. We can get you it.
I run a rival chocolate milk company. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything special. No offense to Middlebury, Vermont. Oh, no, yeah, it's not a river. It's cool looking. I like it.
These are all good. We're at a point where these are all really good picks. We just have to pick 5.
Yep. Okay, so is it redundant to have the Massachusetts place on the ocean and Vermont?
I think...
I still think they're really different places. They just happen to be on the water.
Yeah.
Also,
there's no reason we can't have more than 5 options in this poll,
I just think the Vermont one doesn't... It's not offering that much other than they know a person who has a dairy farm.
Well, if you put it that way...
Did you just gloss right over 3 restaurants, Jacob?
In fact, I spent a long time thinking about each one.
Okay, all right, we'll lose chocolate milk. But promise me we can get chocolate milk in one of these other places.
I promise.
What if
bring our own?
Always Be Clothing on Twitch says, what if MinnMax saves the dairy farm? Think about that.
Oh, what a story that would be. It would be in the Middlebury paper, I would think.
Now, Milford, Pennsylvania. What's going on in Milford?
This one has the recently renovated historical local theater with a full bar where they moonlight.
Oh,
Tubing.
right.
Nature, kayaking, and tubing.
Tubing, yeah.
Tubing's cool.
Show up.
I am almost certain there would be tubing in both Asheville and Williamsburg as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
great
just
activity.
I think about what I can make the pitch for in the Patreon post, and I don't think I can make a case for Milford, Pennsylvania. Erie. Did we have another Pennsylvania? We have Connecticut from Pennsylvania.
There were a couple Erie ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, I mean, we have Mushroom Capital of the World from Pennsylvania, so nothing else is competing with that. So get the hell out of here. And don't come back, Pennsylvania. Now, St. Helens, Oregon / Portland. Oh, maybe I accidentally copied and pasted the wrong one here.
The Spirit of Halloween Town Festival is the big one.
Right.
You've heard of Portland, Oregon? This is St. Helens, Oregon, about 45 minutes from Portland.
Right.
Someone just bolded Portland when we met St. Helens.
Oh, no. So, did I lose a great Portland pitch? I mean, I would rather go to St. Helens than Portland, I think.
Oops, there we go. This is the one that has the Spirit of Halloween Town festivities at the end of September.
Yeah.
That's pretty lit.
It's very close to Portland.
45 minutes.
It's like, it is. So it
both?
feels like you could almost kind of mix and match them, or you could like stay in a hotel in Portland.
Yeah.
Or something, though maybe that would ruin some of the fun.
Yeah. It's less focused. And now I'm wondering, I don't know if there's a great pitch for Portland, other than we just don't really have anything in that region, technically.
Right.
Oh, didn't we have a great pitch for Portland?
We did.
We just deleted?
Somebody probably deleted it.
Somebody?
Well, maybe I just didn't move it up. Let's see.
Gotcha.
We have some yellows for Portland. Yeah, here's some Portland pitches. The Bridge City. Great for outdoors. Amusement park, opened in 1905. Bunch of gaming stuff, retro gaming expo. Bunch of trails. Let's see. The next level.
Oh, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Right.
That was a cool thing.
Yeah, that is solid.
Right.
I mean, that's worth moving up. And so
people are saying, at least 2 people in the chat are saying, having just done a Seattle meetup, it's like the Pacific Northwest has been covered recently.
Okay. All right. So do we lose Spirit of Halloween Town?
That's fair.
If we're trying to cut it down to 5, I really like it, but it's like we got to start making those hard cuts.
Also, if you want Halloween, we're going to Salem as an option. And those witches, that kind of hits the Halloween theme. We can't get redundant for the Halloween theme stuff for what we're pitching here. That said,
it's kind of quirky Halloween versus real grim history.
Right. And we always choose grim.
Yeah.
And we'd be going there right before October, where hopefully it's not as busy.
Yeah. So, but do we want to have some representation from every region?
That region is well represented, I think, in other MinnMax meetups. I'm not too concerned about that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we took Minneapolis off the ballot.
Yeah.
And California.
Yeah.
And Chicago. Somebody in chat was asking about LA and that meetup. We're planning on doing a meetup in June in LA to coincide with Summer Game Fest. So that'll be technically I forget exactly the dates, but I'll share it with you on the MinnMax show and have a Patreon post soon. Okay. It's Sunday night, the 8th, I believe. Sorry, 9th, June 9th. We'll share more details on that. Witty nickname here. Submitted San Marcos, Texas. I think this is a cool option. Let me remind myself about why. Oh, it's close to Austin, close to all these other things. Okay, natural 72-degree heat for year-round. That sounds great. San Marcos,
pretty good.
The river for kayaking, tubing, fishing, glass-bottom boat tours.
Ooh.
That seems good.
I like that.
College campuses. College girls, Leo. Oh, he's gone.
He's hiding.
Let's see. A bunch of stores.
Hey guys, I'm back. I was gone for 3 minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, close to Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should point out they're saying the river maintains a temperature of 72 degrees. That is not the temperature of San Marcos, Texas.
That's what you get for skimming all these things. They say it will be hot. It is hot. That's true.
It's okay to be hot for a trip. Why are we acting like we could possibly sweat on our trip?
Yeah, but it would be
second?
like nice if everyone's going on a vacation to like not go to a place where you're like dripping.
And Haley, we're way
you guys
too late
live in
to
the
introduce
north.
that.
I'm telling you, it's miserable down here.
Yeah.
Except in Nashville, which is in the mountains.
I'm
and,
just so
Tennessee.
cold all year. I wouldn't mind it.
But I do like the idea of having one option that's like a lot of water, river focused.
Yeah, well,
in the
and
South.
Texas seems like
Yeah.
that is an unrepresented part of the country right now.
Yep. Big region.
Totally.
Okay. So right now we are down to Ketchum, Idaho.
We could have a hootenanny in Texas.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Oh my
oh.
God.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Cannon hootenanny.
Have I been deleting numbers that someone's been meticulously adding to this Google
Yes.
Doc? Sorry. I was like, what's this weird formatting thing? So we have,
It's just the formatting is weird, but we have 7 options.
we have
right
7.
Okay. That's pretty good for whittling it down.
I feel
Great.
pretty good about this. So it's Ketchum, Idaho, Asheville, North Carolina, Akron, Ohio, Williamsburg, Virginia, which is the one that has a little bit of everything with the old movie theater and Busch Gardens
Board
is
Game
closed,
Festival.
Board Game Festival, the President Heads, Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, the Mushroomville, the Massachusetts town that's not called Gloucester or whatever, which is the old seaport that looks cool and it's cute. And then San Marcos, Texas, with the river and tubing and all this stuff.
I mean, that's pretty.
I feel great about
pretty
this.
good.
Should we give them 7 options?
I think that works for 7 options.
Last thing, not to draw this out,
Yeah.
Pocahontas, Iowa is where we could have a movie theater for the whole weekend. That's amazing.
Theoretically, right?
Was it theoretical?
Yeah.
or
What
is
was
that
the-
one more guaranteed?
I have all the connections thanks to my work.
They have, they have all the connections, Jacob.
So he's in the CIA.
I mean, it's like
If
That's-
that isn't true, it could be a problem.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
But it sounds so cool.
it's maybe a little too Midwesty, you know.
Okay.
You know, if we're getting rid of Portland because it's too close to Seattle, wouldn't we get rid of Iowa Town because it's too close to Minneapolis?
Sure.
Okay. So let's see. Sarah Ripley
He
asked.
didn't feel happy with that. Felt like Leo didn't agree and
it's
just
all right.
said sure to move on.
So
That's fine. I just remembered that detail and wanted to make sure we.
Yep.
gave
No.
it
That's fair, that's
this is
fair.
the time to voice it. Yeah. But Ripley in the chat says, should we vote for a place we might be able to attend or the place we think will be the most interesting? Now that is the conundrum. This is what we talked about a lot behind the scenes is what will the community latch onto? I think the number of people that'll say giant president heads sounds funny. I'm going to vote for that is going to vastly outweigh the number of people who practically are planning on coming. And so we'll push for that. I would
Certainly,
think.
if you could go to one, you shouldn't vote for one you wouldn't go to.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe that goes without saying.
Yeah, like should you go into this, vote first for the one you could, if you want to attend, you could attend.
Right.
If you're planning on attending.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do
Yes.
think that it'll be a different consideration. Like we should say like if you can go, you know, should we say don't vote if you can't go to any of them?
No.
No.
Okay.
Because I wonder how that would impact the voting if it would just be
Because
like Northeast or
then
Glen Drive.
then like novelty wins over accessibility.
But I think
which
novelty
isn't-
is what we want.
Isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it like, you know, it won't. Should it be like, should the representative or like, should the chosen place be the one that the people attending are most excited about, or just the MinnMax community at large? Because those might be different.
If I know, maybe it sounds brutal, but I am more interested in making a great travelogue than making 20 people who attend feel more convenienced by the location. Does that make sense? Like,
Well, yeah, but if it's 20 people who are 20 people or 200 people attending, like
Right.
that's a consideration.
But even 200 people attending versus 10,000 people watching the travelogue, it's like.
But
And also, I don't know
we're not doing this because it's making us money. It's like it's not a good business decision to go to like a tiny town.
Right. But I want it to be a fun travelogue. But I think like even the basic idea of you wouldn't be able to police that. Like, don't vote if you're not coming. Like that doesn't seem right. I think it's just a weird fusion of like, I think messaging that idea of if you're planning on attending, vote for that one first. Vote for where you want to attend first. And then everybody else vote for the one that you most want to see us have a meetup in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starkiller says, I think you're underestimating how many people will want to attend. I don't know.
People flew to see me give a talk at my local library.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like people will come out for this, especially because we've been like talking about it and we'll have made it a much bigger deal than most of the other meetups.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's news to me from the messaging that it's mostly about the travelogue. And not that you haven't mentioned that at all, but it's like we've been putting off doing the big community meetup for people to come to.
Yeah.
And this is the 5-year anniversary. And the stream is called Choosing MinnMax's Big Community Meetup Location.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I mean, it's not that we don't care about the people attending, but just trying to do the math on like the number of people it's going to be gargantuan that are going to be watching it versus the number of people that are going there. So just trying to figure out.
Yeah, but it
those
like
priorities.
means way more to the people
It's
who
true.
attend.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think we should be looking at it like that.
Okay. So how would that change any messaging to get across here? Like, are you in the camp of like, if you're not coming, don't vote? Because I think that's just, you can't do that and send out a big Patreon poll.
Why not?
Because
I think where do you want to go should be the question versus where do you want to see content from. I understand your point of view on that, but I think for this and what it is, I think it's more important that it's about where people actually want to take over.
So instead of phrasing it like, don't vote if you're not coming, just phrase it, where do you want to go, and trust the community will vote in that way.
Yeah, because I do think that having them try to guess how entertaining our travelogue would be based on location is like a weird, like layered thinking versus just the simplicity of where do you want to go. Yeah. Also, it's not like as mean as saying if you're not coming, don't vote, but it does kind of imply like if you don't want to go any of these places, maybe skip this poll.
Mm-hmm.
You could even have an option that's like, I can't attend any of these or something. And then people could just click on that.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, just to kind of have they want
to be part of it. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like at that point, a lot of these are just going to get crushed. I think the place with the most convenient airport would win. And like, a funky little place like Ketchum, Idaho, which is what it was kind of exciting of going to like a small town that would just naturally get crushed out of the competition, which isn't that fun.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, as someone pointed out in the chat, it's like you've been telling people to like not go to meetups because like this will be the big meetup, and so like that one, I think people will be willing to travel a little more, but also like I don't think it's bad if accessibility is a priority, given as we took out the obvious choices. People aren't voting for New York or LA. Like the most mainstream of these is like Akron. It's like if that gets picked, is that like, I feel like we're in a kind of whoever wins, we win situation where it's like, I don't think we'd be upset going to any of these places.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is almost like there's a competing goals of travelogue, tiny place versus this is our big meetup for 5 years.
Right.
And it's like this, the vote for what we've chosen here is naturally finding the middle ground between those goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone's pretty in agreement on, we should say only vote for where you want to go.
Yeah.
I mean, are they going to have multiple options for voting?
Yeah, is it one vote per person?
I don't know. I guess
we could, yeah, because if you gave them multiple choices, it could be like vote for the places you could attend.
I think that makes sense.
And then the really committed people could be like all 5. But then if you could only go to Asheville, you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Maybe a bigger question too for everybody in the Slack before we nail it down.
Yeah. Yeah. Try and get a
because I
feel
don't want
for
to
it.
be wrong about it.
Right. Yeah, we can talk about it the next.
Does Patreon allow ranked choice voting? Because that would be the best, but that probably is a little too complex for Patreon.
Yeah.
You can make a custom one online.
Oh God! All right, let's see. Ranked.
And it's a poll just for patrons, right?
Yes. So if you're watching this on YouTube, yes, this is if you're a Patreon supporter, so patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's. If anybody at any tier can vote for where this is going to be. And people are saying, when in September? I kind of want to lock down the place before we lock down the time. Does that make sense? So we can fudge it if we need to for what time that would be if there's some event happening.
Things that are time dependent.
Yeah. Right.
Depending on the place.
Yeah. So it seems like we should lock down this thing first. And are y'all feeling good about like this vote happening next week? I feel like we should try and get it rolling.
I want to see what starts to win. I'm excited.
I know. I'm very curious, and let it run for all of next week on Patreon. So if you're a Patreon supporter, if you want to jump in, starting on, I guess, Monday the 20th, we can post this thing. Oh boy, this is Monday the 20th.
Do we have any predictions? Should we do predictions now, what we think's going to win?
I think if
or will that skew it?
Yeah, I'm worried about skewing it.
Yep. That could be.
Okay, never mind.
We probably have done already, but...
Oof. Yeah.
I hope not. I would be happy with any of these.
Yep. I completely agree. Well, hey, thank you so much, everyone who watched us sort through all these towns. Shout out to Kelsey, who's living her better life right now, somewhere free out in the great beyond. And yeah, let us know where we're all going. This should be funky. Thank you for the course correction at the end there. That's nice, just for locking down that messaging of like travelogue priority versus it's a tricky. I still waffle a little bit about just the basic numbers of it. But no, that idea of calling it the big community meetup. Yeah, it does make sense, I think, to prioritize.
I think also the fact that only the Patreon supporters can vote is also going to squash a lot of these worries too, because it's only the people who are actively paying money already to support MinnMax.
They're already in.
Right.
They're already in.
That's exactly.
Thanks, chat, for the questions and helping us think through it too, for sure.
Yeah.
Very valuable.
Incredibly
We should just have all our morning meetings with chat.
I've been saying it for years. It's so uncomfortable. All right. That's awesome. Thanks so much, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. Town Showdown almost complete. Stay tuned next week for the grand finale. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.